Alright guys, BLM here, back, another live stream. There's almost nothing to really talk about, but whatever. Changing the category real quick. There we go. I just realized I didn't check the mic. I assume it's working though. Okay, we're good. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'll finish Revelations. That'll be something. Straight, don't even know what I'm going to play next week, or next stream, but we'll see. Because the Betrayer, he definitely is. That is definitely a thing. Oh, I forgot about Quebec starting, actually. So no, I haven't. I feel, no one's talking about Quebec. Like, at all. Like, I feel like I haven't seen a single post about Quebec anywhere. But, yeah, I'll watch it eventually. Fuck Orbit. I mean, Orbit's whatever to me. It's good comparison to season 1. I mean, the first few episodes of season 1 were just whatever. So I mean, that's not even the bad part of the season. But well, again, I'll watch Quebec eventually. I did go to the RGP Patreon link and I didn't see any Quebec episodes there. So I don't know if they just haven't posted them yet. My biggest party. Thank you for the resub. 22 months. Your South Africa ends today. I'm sure we'll get a copy of Survivor Africa Panama by the end of this stream. I mean, I know nothing about Quebec at all. I legitimately have not seen anyone talk about it at all. I have been following Challenge Wars. By the way, I did also on the draft spreadsheet, I did decide to start a spoiled one, essentially. So for we did Challenge 40 draft, but again, I wanted to keep up the spoilers just to see how it's going in real time. So there's also a spoiled one right next to that. I don't remember if I updated it with the last update. But either way, it's following the spoilers, so yeah. I mean, I will say only one person has not lost a member yet, and it's kind of funny who that person is, considering what normally happens to that person. But either way, you're from Quebec. Well, that's cool. BB Quebec finale is today. Well, that's something. My patience is wearing thin. In an ideal world, I would also watch BB Quebec, but also, yeah, that's probably just not happening, I would assume. I feel like just too many episodes to make me bother. I mean, I know nothing about BBKM. I watched the episode, but, we know nothing. We didn't get, the digital dailies up until Noms or anything. We legitimately know nothing. Could not tell you who's going home. I mean, Bailey is supposedly the backdoor plan, but who knows if that's even real. But that's what the show is trying to portray, at least. Again, Todd and Tola are on the block. Don't know who goes home. Really, the entire explanation of why this even happened is weird to begin with. To where draft the spoiled one you're talking about? Or just, post the draft in general. But anyway, I'm getting it up real quick. Okay, so this is the spoiled... Okay, I did update it, actually. Yeah, this is the spoiled Challenge 40 draft. So, again, if you don't want to be spoiled in Challenge 40, don't click that link. But yeah, again, only one person has not lost a member. Did I watch the Quebec cast? What do you mean? I legitimately have not seen anything outside of that one day we looked at the bios and I picked my winner pick. Is Andy kind of an asshole this time around? I mean, is it just this time around? I feel like that's Anthony. And I feel like maybe just people forgot that was Anthony because, he obviously comes out of that season with, such a, big reputation. He's, well-loved within the BBCAN community, but, I don't know what you were expecting. Okay, this failed. But yeah, like I don't know what you would have been expecting. Like I feel like this is exactly what I would have expected of him being like super fucking cocky in the DR and everything. Yeah, I did see that Nam is on Surviving Paradise Germany, which is really random. Stan Mother was this. Oh.
Roll over in my grave before I leave on VFX.
The editing of that is funny. I think that was my winner pick too, right? I think that's who I picked. Cassandra, something like that, right? Like I made that pick like 2 months ago now or something. But yeah, I believe that's who I picked. He says it's a bit worse this time. Oh, we're talking about Anthony? Probably. Because he's just on the show more. Because like Anthony just wasn't like he wasn't really on the show that much last time, which also made it like weird to me that he was like such a priority to bring back. Considering like how under-edited he was last time. But again, like just like listening to him talk about his game and everything, it's like this is what you should have expected from Anthony. Worst Traders UK first banter. You think I actually remember who the fuck those people are? Sure, I have not thought about the Traders a single fucking second since USA 2 finished. And like straight up, I do kind of want to rewatch UK 2, just because obviously like I didn't like it at the time, and I feel like I don't know, maybe I'll like it more on the rewatch. But yeah, I haven't done that at this point. And they could have brought back Dane, they would have. I don't know if they would have, straight up. Like, I think Anthony was more of a priority for them than Dane. I do question why not Adam, though. I think that was the weird one to me. Where you would think that they would have wanted Adam. Wait. Let's do... Try this. Diversity, but they didn't need him for diversity. Or for just, well, for 50-50 at least. Like, they already had it without Anthony. Like, obviously with that goes beyond that, which, yeah, but, like, they didn't technically need him. I would be too good at comps. And I don't think that stopped them before picking people. Wish they would have brought back Brooke and Sheldon. I mean, from what I understand, Sheldon doesn't even want to come back at this point. But yeah, Brooke would have been cool. Okay, that was stupid. I won't watch Surviving Paradise Germany. Straight up, I think this year I'm just really not gonna bother as much as I did last year and trying to watch everything. Because like, one, it's like I don't fucking care about a lot of these shows. It's like I could not be bothered to watch a show like Stars on Mars again. I mean, I would prefer zero spoilers for Quebec. Maybe because like I can't talk about it. I mean, like I don't know what you, like. I mean, in terms of like you could talk about it within each other, I guess. But like I'm not gonna respond to anything about Quebec. I might watch Perfect Match. I don't know. He's like, I actually didn't hate it like the first season. To be fair though, I don't believe I know as many people on season 2 though, do I? When do I watch the premiere? Whenever I find... And to be fair, I completely forgot I even started, for one. But if I see a link to a subtitled version of it, I'll watch it. We're watching Cambodia recently, and was just wondering outside of Spencer's comment to Wentworth of Fun 4, I don't understand why everyone hated Spencer on the island. I think it's just his age. I think it's the fact that he was just so much younger to everybody else, and they didn't really gel with him. Like, I don't think it's necessarily that he did something necessarily wrong, but I just think, like, cast-wise, it was just not a good cast for him. I don't know about the Underdog. Did the Underdog start? I actually don't remember. Because that was somewhat soon, right? Okay, wait, he's over there? Watch your subtitle, or watch your VPN on Chrome. Yeah, I don't care enough. I'll probably wait until, like, it's, like, because, like, RGP had, like, for Season 1, had, like, full, like, links with, like, subtitles on it. I'll probably just, like, wait until that. Watch the first 3 episodes of Underdog, it's fun. Yeah, so it's already started. What do I want to do here? I guess I'll kill him. This is not gonna work. Or maybe it will somehow. Well, that's ridiculous. Hell's Kitchen was renewed for 2 more seasons? That's not shocking. I assume Hell's Kitchen is like one of these things that I was like, they're just gonna continue to, like, make it. Like, it's such a cheap show, right? That's like, unless it, like, just completely has, like, no viewers, like, why would they stop making it? It's like the same thing like Survivor, even though Survivor's probably a bit more expensive. Why do I care enough about Survivor Quebec? Because it's Survivor. That's legitimately, like, the only reason, straight up. Like, if it was not Survivor, I would not give a shit. Like, if it was The Amazing Race Quebec, would not care a single thing. Oh, is this the fucking clip from yesterday? Why did you post it? That was funny. That was, yeah. What a run. Fucking died right away.
Return the favor and find this killer.
Yeah, Rob Bentley put you through an intense training regimen. Sure. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Survivor South Africa stuff recently. Where literally in the last 24 hours, I've edited my Survivor South Africa season ranking, my Survivor South Africa winner ranking, and my Survivor South Africa penultimate juror ranking. So, yeah, and I ended up actually, like, rewatching some clips from, like, Island of Secrets. Which I kind of want to do a rewatch of South Africa. I just don't really have time. I'm kind of, like, hoping, like, Will Neff watches it or something. So, like, that would give me more of an excuse to watch South Africa. South Africa again, obviously. But, yeah, like, Island of Secrets this season in particular, I just, like, don't remember super well. And this is the thing, I've said this in the past, that I didn't want to do a essay ranking of every player. And, like, when working on these videos, I kind of do. It's just that I don't feel like it's worth it, I think, is the bigger issue. Because the thing, it's so much fucking work. For, like, a video that'll probably only get, like, what, 5,000 views at most? Maybe a little bit more, but, like, I guess Survivor SA is simply just not big enough to where, like, people would care. To, like, to put that much work into a video that big, because, like, it'll probably be, what, like, a 5-hour video? And also, I think the issue with SA, too, and it, like, I think to rank every player, it would necessitate a rewatch for me. Where, like, I just simply do not remember the early seasons well enough to even rank those players. So where, like, how the fuck am I ranking, like, I don't know, V-Way, or whatever the fuck his name was? Like, these random people on these, like, really random early seasons. So, like, I think that's also an issue there. There's more than 125, isn't there? I'm pretty sure there's, like, nearing 200 or so, isn't there? Penultimate juror, I mean, like, it depends on how big the... Like, on final 2 seasons, it's 4th place. On final 3 seasons, it's 5th place. Which, again, the fact that they are, like, these different final formats is the reason why I call them penultimate juror rankings instead of, like, 4th placers. Like, if I do Big Brother, I'll name it, like, ranking the 4th placers, because, like, that's what, or 4th place finishers or whatever, because that's what fucking makes sense. Like, who the fuck talks about it as if, like, actually goes, oh, this is my favorite penultimate juror. Like, the only reason I'm doing it is because, like, essentially the show's kind of forced me to. JoJo's definitely top 10, obviously. Yeah, I did just edit my penultimate juror ranking for SA, and, like, I'll say, I actually was surprised. Like, I actually genuinely forgot my own ranking. I was very surprised at who was at number one. Though, to be fair, it makes sense. Like, it's like, I don't disagree with the placement, but like, I completely forgot what I did there. What the hell? I mean, like, what is Easter food? Sure, I did nothing for Easter. I literally just edited all day. My family didn't like get together or anything. Again, my dad just had hip surgery, so he's like worried about people coming over and getting infected and that sort of thing. Even though, like, I don't know how likely that really is, but still. So yeah, none of my family like did anything. So yeah, I just stayed home and edited all day. Dude, stuffing sucks. Stuffing's probably like one of my least favorite foods ever. Matches Tyson? It's not Tyson. Sure, there's a lot of good penultimate jurors for SA. Where, yeah, like, and like, I just started editing the AU one as well. Which AU also, like, it's, AU is like a weird one where like AU is like a good grouping of players, but their actual games aren't the greatest necessarily. Because you have like Luke, you have like Brooke, who both of their like respective games that were penultimate jurors were like not like great. But that was really easy. Something like Nina. Now you do have like Kara and KJ who aren't great just in general. But Crab Rangoon Stan, obviously. If Anthony wins, is he the Grace BB player of all time? I think there's the debate, obviously. I mean, like, if he stays on this trajectory, I mean, it's tough, because it's like, obviously Dane is someone that beat him the first time around, and also never had an opportunity to play again. So, like, at that point, it's essentially like the Derek Cody debate, even though, like, Anthony's first run was better than Cody's first run. But I think it is like kind of a similar debate for me. Destroy them if you can. But I think he would probably leapfrog Kevin Jacobs for sure. It's been still number one. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, like since then. So yes, I guess. I don't know, it's like really nobody is number one is the reality. Like that's kind of where I'm at with 46. I don't think anyone is like getting that great of an edit. Like no one has this like edit that I feel like really confident in. Like, I think the top three that I had are still my top three.
I am getting
but, like,
tired of
none of, okay, what the fuck is that? Voiceover. But yeah, like, none of that, like, none of those top three, like, really pop either. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, this season, I just, like, I don't really have as great of a sense of, like, where the editing is going. The fact that Vivek genuinely thinks he played last week well is insane. Yeah, like it's really funny, like his conversations with Dennis, where like he's like clearly like he's sad, obviously, like he's really sad that I had to backstab like my best friend, that sort of thing. But like he still like genuinely believes he made like a good move though. And like to be fair, he's not being targeted this week. That is something. But it is just funny, like, that's actually, like, not completely backfiring on my way. By the way, also, I do find it weird, though, how much, like, talk there is, like, about how Vivek is, like, one of the worst players of all time. Yet there was, like, none of this talk when Gino did it. Back in BBCan 10. And, like, people were, like, because I would be, like, this person that, oh, this is fucking idiotic that he's hearing from Kyle Moore. And then people would be so fucking upset, being like, oh, no, like, this is a good move for Gino. If he didn't do this, everyone would be pissed off at him. It's like, this is literally the exact same situation. Like, why is the response different? Obviously, it's because, like, people like Gino more than they like Vivek, but still. It's like, it's literally the exact same thing. Don't see a Ben win? I think there's a chance. Like, again, I don't really see any of these people winning. But, like, someone has to win. I will say, I think a little more, like, I think by the time I was, like, editing it and everything, I was like, I don't know, should I have put Kenzie 1? But it does feel weird to have Kenzie 1, though. But to be fair, it also feels weird to have Ben 1. It also felt weird to have Hunter 1. So, like, it's like, whatever. Kyle Moore. Oh, yeah, I think that's also a thing. People hated Kyle Moore more. than like obviously Dennis, who people really like. If I were to make an essay ranking who'd be the lowest rated winner, who would I say? Lorette would be lowest rated. I literally say this in my winner ranking. To where like, I had to think about it for a second, but I'm pretty sure it would be Lorette.
What's got into him?
Because like Vanessa's my like lowest ranked winner. But I think Vanessa has like some decent skills for the game. I think the issue is that she didn't give a shit about the game. And like didn't want to win. Like wasn't trying to win the game. But like stumbles her way into a win. And like Gigi I also think is particularly great, but like I could see her like being this like more like under the radar sort of player that makes it deep on a lot of seasons. Again, even though I don't know how likely she's to win most of the time, but I think Lorette is someone that like pretty much can only win a season like that. Like she only wins a season that is essentially people voting for who needs the money more. Because that's essentially the reason why she wins. Like she essentially wins because she needed the money more. And people felt bad for her. So it's like, I think on like a modern season, I think absolutely no way Lorette wins. Unless like I guess you could have like a Tom Schwartz situation, but even that, at least Tom Schwartz like had things to claim. Like at least he did some things. Like even like Tom turning on Werner, that's something I don't even think Lorette does that. Like Lorette like takes Werner to the end. So yeah, like I think it's like it's probably Lorette by a lot. Yeah, that's also the thing. Like people didn't even like Lorette too. Is also a thing. Like fucking Angie hated her. Yeah, votes for her because she needed the money more. Lorette worse than Christy as a player, yes. Like their games, I think Lorette's game is better. Like their winning game, but like I think Lorette's like as a player is definitely worse. Where like Christy, I think if Christy comes back, I actually think Christy could do very well. But like Lorette is someone I legitimately just have no faith in at all. Thoughts of the scene of Banu begging on his knees to Tiffany and her telling him to get up. I mean, it's funny. Like just in general, I do find Banu to be a funny character. Even though people obviously don't like got annoyed with his shtick and like how long or like how much he was in the edit and everything, which like I fully get, but like I did find a lot of his content like humorous. I did listen to the interview with David Forrester with Shane Gus. I still have not listened to the Ferris interview or like any of the other deep dives yet, but I did listen to the David Forrester interview, which like didn't give me much straight up. Like I know a lot of people are like really praising that interview. Like I feel like for me, like I already knew all this. Like, which is like it's still good. Like David Forster, I think is like he's a great EP so far. Like I think he knows what he's doing. He again is putting Australian Survivor in the right direction. But like I already knew pretty much like everything he said. I think the only thing that was like different was like his like approach that he took this season, where he talked about how like he like told every player before the show started. Like he gave like each of the players like advice before the season started and tried to make them the most informed that they could have been on Survivor or just in general, where like he thinks that that's what led to like the success of this cast, where like that's the only thing I kind of knew. Outside of that, like I pretty much knew everything else he talked about, and like I kind of had like a good sense of like how he thought about the game, because I listened to an interview he did with Ricard's podcast. It was after Here's the Villains, and like it's pretty much the same stuff from that. But yeah, obviously there are also, I guess we should probably talk about, like, there are a lot of rumors right now about next season being a half and half season, which I don't know if any of those are true. Not that I don't think next season will be half and half, because I think that's very likely, but like I don't think the rumors are coming from any reliable source though. But I would not be shocked if next season is like Fans vs. Favorites or something to that nature. I did not watch Gen V. I actually completely forgot about it. But I would be I wouldn't be opposed to watching at some point. Gomo finds me weird for having Kenzie at 2. What is his ranking? He's more than likely I'll find his ranking weird too. Is Binder top 10 worse? No. I don't know if you could survive 2 tribals and be top 10 worse with how many players we have. Kirby and Eileen are going to dominate. Sure, I think there's a very good chance of Eileen return at this point. Like, I didn't think there would be because of how under-edited she was. But, wait, which... Oh, I'm going to this one? Okay, but yeah, like, I didn't think there would be due to how under-edited she was, but, like, but David Forster seemed to be, like, super high on Eileen. Which is, like, weird, like, why didn't you give her more of an edit then? But yeah, I would not be shocked if Eileen does come back at this point. And yeah, Christy, I think, is also, like, he was also super high on Christy as well. So yeah, like, Christy's someone that, like, if it... Then again, I believe the rumors that it doesn't have winners. Like, the rumor that I saw is that, okay, it's half and half, no winners, expected to be second chance sort of players. But it's like, I don't know if any of that's really true.
Men who wronged him.
Where's Bond in the player ranking? I believe second to last. Who's better, Aubrey Bracco or Tommy Bracco? Probably Aubrey.
Ezio, I plan to make a trip to Andrianople in a few weeks.
Like, Tommy might be higher on his respective ranking. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the case.
And I will need an escort.
Well, Tommy was like, what, 25? 26-ish?
I'm sorry.
So, like, considering the number of people, that would mean Aubrey would have to be top 50-ish. She's probably top 50, right? Maybe?
My time is running.
Do you think any newbies from Heroes and Villains could return? Could return. I mean, Liz, if she wasn't pregnant, but again, like, that, obviously she's a winner, so that doesn't really count. By the way, Will Neff is going to have a fucking meltdown when Liz wins. It's going to be funny. I don't think Matt's returning.
A bouquet of fresh flowers. White tulips, specifically.
I can get you the flowers. Nessun problema.
Like, maybe, like, I don't know, sure? Could Ben return? I don't know.
Meet me in the park.
It's not looking great, straight up.
We will trade.
Yeah, not looking great for any newbies, I don't think, from that season. I'm trying to think of, like, am I forgetting something? Maybe Paige? Would they, like, bring back Paige? I don't know. But no, I'm not, I don't think it's looking too great. Watch Rogue or Fraser return, imagine. I could see Rogue more than Fraser. Jerry Chance, I don't think Jerry's coming back. Gumballs, 1 Hunter, 2 Charlie, 3 Ben, 4 Tevin. Where's he have Kenzie? 7? See, I think Kenzie's definitely above Tiffany. And also, I would have Kenzie definitely above Tevin. And also definitely above Maria. I think the top, like, if you take his top 3 plus Kenzie, then I think that's about, like, right. Obviously, it's not exactly my ranking, but, like, I'll feel like, okay, that's, like, that makes sense. I think Kenzie is too low on that ranking. I would say also, in retrospect, I probably should have had Soda and Tim switched. I think Tim should have been at the bottom, not Soda. But, oh well. David chances. I would love it if David came back. That'd be so fucking funny if David came back. Oh, are we talking about David? We're talking about David Jennett, right? Okay, I was thinking about Zaharakis. David Jennett, I think it's, again, like, if they're including winners, very likely. If they're not, then obviously, no. I think more than likely it won't, I think more than likely he won't be on. Because I don't think it'll be, I don't think they'll bring back the big names, if I were to guess. Watch Mel return, become a top 10 player. Yeah, watch Mel and Michelle both return. I mean, I think at this point, like for me, Kenzie's negativity is kind of like it doesn't matter that much. Where like I think the more time goes on, the more and more I see like this like new era style winner edit from Kenzie. So it's like a lot of her negativity comes from like episode 2 and 3, right? And a lot of it in relation to her connection to Banu. Where like Banu doesn't matter. Like the thing is like Banu is not supposed to be this like reliable narrator, right? We're not supposed to be like trusting Banu in terms of his like strategic reads in the game. The other negativity, and I think this is genuine negativity, and like I think I mentioned in the video, right? The Jess stuff, like her being called up by Jess of like playing both sides and that sort of thing. That's bad. That is legitimately bad. That's like the biggest knock outside of how apparent her edit is. I think that is the biggest knock against her. But again, like in the new era, the pre-merge doesn't matter as much. Like I feel like they're okay with giving their winners like a lot of negativity early on, as long as they later back that up. And I feel like Kenzie's edit has backed it up. Like it's not like Soda, where like Soda's just portrayed negatively and then we get no response from her. With Kenzie, we are getting this like later content to still like follow up on all that. To where like mixing that in with like the fact that I feel like there is this like Erica style thing potentially going on where we see a lot of talk about how like, oh, Kenzie would have gone home, when like it doesn't actually seem like Kenzie would have actually gone home at the what was it, like what would have been the Banu boot when Randon went home. Like that very much screams out to me very similar to Erica when she was like supposedly being targeted by the Sean. They threw a challenge to take her out when in reality that's not what happened. Like I feel like that's something they like doing with the new era, is like making it feel like the winner faced off against a lot of adversity, even in situations where they didn't. Where like outside of D, I feel like every other winner has had this like forced, like, and to be fair, with like Marianne and Gabler, I think it was true. But again, like Erica's definitely wasn't true. I guess with Jam Jam, it's also like technically real too, right? Kind of, I guess. I don't know. It's like, was he actually in danger at any point early on in the game? Like pretty much like the Matt vote, right? He definitely was. But yeah, she's definitely, I mean, she has like one of the most complex edits of the season, but like, too, for that's not really a massive pro for me. Like, I feel like that's actually probably my biggest worries, is the fact that she is so like blatantly like complex and out there. Like her edit is just like too big. So like that's the reason why I didn't have her at number 1, because I just felt like this is just kind of too much. But like I think the thing to justify it is the fact that obviously like Yanu went to tribal over and over again. So it's like the only episode that Yanu wouldn't have gone to tribal is this last episode, the episode where they finally won a challenge, so where like they had to kind of get content there too. So it's like it feels like an edit that like I mean, it feels like on paper this would be an edit that I do think you would just like completely cross out just how present she is. But it's like, when was the opportunity to not give her content? Like there really hasn't been one yet. I think it'll be interesting what happens next episode. Where I think for me, her ideal edit next episode would be a really, really good early confessional and then invisible the rest of the episode. I think that would be my ideal for Kenzie if she were to go on to win. Like she would get like an opening confessional at the merge, like one of the first few, and then she's just pretty much gone the rest of it. Especially if her side wins the challenge. If her side loses the challenge, at that point it's a bit different. But if her side wins the challenge, I think her being invisible for the rest of the episode is completely fine. Mnet put the city on lockdown. Imagine Mnet locking down. Was it Johannesburg? Is that where Mnet headquarters are at? But imagine they lock down the entire city because someone stole a copy of Survivor Africa Panama. Top 30 of Lala's BB Can ranking. Alright, let's see. Dane, Anthony, Johnny 5. That's something. Kiefer 11's high. Paris 13 is low. Everything else is like not egregious that I'm seeing so far. Ike at 22 seems low, but it's like yeah, I mean, like, I don't see anything like too egregious outside of like, yeah. Wait, I just realized fucking Josh is the second worst player. Josh from BBK 9, which I don't agree with that. But anyway, yeah. John's in front of Netta. I mean, like, I can get it. Like, I think at this point, I definitely give Netta a lot more of the credit for BB-Can 2. But, like, okay, cool, what the fuck? But I still think, like, there's definitely the argument that John is the more, like, well-rounded player. And also considering, like, Netta's, like, BB-Can 5 appearance. Like, I can get having John above Netta. Johnny at 5 is funny. Like, I mean, I think Johnny is a very underrated player. Johnny at 5, though, is... yeah, that's a bit high. Especially because, like, I feel like there's more of an argument of Mitch, for me personally, of Mitch being that high than Johnny. There's like Johnny, like, again, it gets taken out. I think Johnny gets taken out due to like legitimate means. So like while he does get like screwed over by Erica going home, he still like plays all that like really poorly. And, like, he's able to recover slightly. And, like, obviously save himself the final 9, which is this, like, really incredible move. But, like, his game is, like, very sloppy towards the end. So, like, I feel like with Mitch, it's like, I don't think Mitch does anything wrong. Like, I think Mitch just legitimately gets, like, screwed by a twist. And at that point, it's just a very, very difficult position to get himself out of. So, like, I feel like I can make more of the argument of Mitch being that high. Even though I still wouldn't make it, like, that he's that high. Kevin Martin at 43, that's kind of funny.
I do not mean to be.
It is fine.
So, like, to be honest, I can see it, like, you not having Kevin Martin high. I don't agree with it, but, like, I still think it's, like, I think you could put him there and justify it. You think it's a Nick? I could see the argument for a Nick, for sure. I actually maybe would not... yeah, I would maybe say a Nick over Mackie at this point. I don't know, like, the thing about Mackie is, again, like, the issue there is just, like, how actively, like, poorly he played. Where it's, like, his actual, like, game on that season is not the worst, in the sense that he, like, still had allies and people that wanted him to stay. Again, gets a tied vote. But then he, like, just does everything wrong. So it's, like, it's just kind of a tough thing to reconcile. But, yeah, like, I think rewatching BB-Can 2, though, Nick is worse than I remember. Had to put herself in a better position, a better spot in the end game than John? Yeah. That's why I said I think her BB-Can 2 game is better. But then also, there's also a lot of, like, questionable decisions she makes, too, in the end game. But still, yeah, like, I still give her a lot more credit there. Sabrina at 105 seems too low, probably, but I mean, Melina's also in the conversation too. Again, like, for me, like, when I made the BB-Can ranking, like, my main thing was like, who's the most actively bad, and like that's the reason I put Mackie lower. I think, like, if I were to redo it now, maybe I would go with like the Melinas and the Nicks as the bottom instead. These, like, people that I just have, like, no faith in ever, like, gelling with any cast ever.
He must be completely insane.
Yeah, he was, like, openly... well, I don't know if he was openly targeting Dane and Anthony, which is, like, the thing that makes it worse. He wasn't even, like, targeting them. He was just telling them that I'm gonna put you on the block. Like, not even as, like, necessarily a target. He was just telling them to their face that, yeah, you're, like, if I win HOH, you're going on the block. Could be remembering this wrong. I got the idea that Melina was kind of seeing through Kevin. Yeah, and that was like one confessional that we got. I don't think there was much weight to that though. Where like, I think it was just simply like a thing, like a read that she had at one point, but then like didn't do anything with it, and like didn't really put much credence into it either. How have I not been spotted yet? Raul 92 seems like. How many people are there now again? Like there's probably like what, 160-ish, right? So yeah, that seems high for Raul. Levita, I mean, like I can understand why Levita would be that low. Like Levita is like was very bad early on. Like I think her game like slightly recovers by the very, very end. And then she kind of gets like sniped out of the game, but I do think her like early game is really, really bad. Oh, is there only 147? Okay, so having her at 143 is ridiculous then. Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous having her that low. Yeah, I've not watched Physical 100, but I did hear about that there's like returnees, right?
Tarek was no traitor, Suleiman.
But I do intend on watching Physical 100 somewhat soon.
What?
It's not done yet, right? It's releasing in batches, right? So like I probably wouldn't even bother until it's fully out anyway.
God forgive me. Should not have been so quick to judge. He was loyal.
Okay, Wendy Jo is the worst Survivor player because partially she had no potential, but I don't think you had her as last in the first boot ranking because she was as that bad. Yeah. It's like I feel like her game on the season is bad, but like there's others that I think do more like actively wrong, or at least had like more potential, but then like sunk themselves even more than Wendy Jo. But Wendy Jo is just someone that would have no potential ever on any season.
Do you remember Tarek, the Janissary? The man you quarreled with?
Would I be angry if I already know who wins Survivor Africa Panama. I believe that person has sadly passed away, right?
This is terrible news, Uncle.
SBB can cast Reminiscent of Redemption Island. I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Forgive me, nephew.
Because like there's stuff happening. Like there's like people are talking about taking the shot, Anthony. It's not like everyone's just like following in line.
My nephew and I
think the problem is that Victoria is there. And to that's also part of the thing that's like helping him too. Or not helping, harming him too. I mean, is that Victoria is there because like she's like someone that is like I don't think Victoria's ever going to turn on Anthony. I think she'll stick with him till the end. But she's also someone that's just so willing to constantly throw him under the bus. That's something that's like harming him. They passed away. You had plans. What does that even mean? Does Anthony know I exist? Probably not. If I were to guess. Again, Physical 100 is the type of show I would have loved as a kid. Like, it's 100% the show that I would have adored as a kid. Like, it being, like, this, like, Sasuke... It's not obviously Sasuke, but, like, more so, like, Pro Sportsman #1. It's, like, a show like that, which, to be fair, most people don't know what the fuck that is. But it's a show that, like, really tests... Like, because this is the thing. Like, when it comes to, like, Survivor challenges and, like, Big Brother challenges, I don't care because, like, that's not what the show is. Like, the show isn't about the challenge. The challenges don't fucking matter. Like, it's not like the game is based around who's the best at challenges. And it's not like that's even what the show is testing. Like, they're just there for the sake of being there because people like that on the show. It doesn't actually have any weight to it. Where like Physical 100, where Sasuke, it's like these are like the best of the best at these like specific things. And it's truly testing like how good, like, I don't know, the best of the best are at these things. I don't know. It's like, I think it's a completely different context. Because also the challenge is just fucking boring. Because, like, the challenge is also just a whole bunch of washed up reality TV people doing random fucking challenges. It's not like I'm watching the challenge and thinking these are the most athletic people to ever, like, I don't know, be on the fucking earth or anything. And I think it's also the editing style, too, where it's like, the thing is, like, the editing style of, like, Physical 100 and, like, Sasuke and stuff is, again, more so focused on, like, what they're doing. More so than, like, oh, this is, like, a fun character moment. And, like, that sort of, like, it's like with Survivor and, like, the challenge where, like, it has these social strategy aspects. It's like, that's just not interesting to mix the two in that way. I feel like it's either you go all in on, like, this, like, focusing on, like, the best of the best from, like, a physical perspective, or you go to the, like, more, like, social-based sort of game. I feel like mixing up the two. Yeah, how dare I call a Nisa wash up? Which, I mean, I could have said something there, but I guess that would have been a spoiler. Nerice's not washed up. I mean, Nerisse is, like, kind of the definition of washed up, isn't she? I love Nerisse, but she's also, like, kind of, like, she literally was on her first reality show, what, like 8 years ago? Something like that. Like, just now got onto the challenge, after, like, years of trying to get on. Like, I feel like she's pretty much, like, the prototypical, like, washed up reality star. I feel like Adam Pock and Bowie Jane play relatively similar games. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Like, third placers with little win equity that kind of, like, rode coattails to a more powerful group. I would say, I think there is a difference where I think Adam was more willing to, like, flip-flop. Where, like, Adam was someone that, like, was, like, not loyal to anybody. And he was just, like, kind of, like, he was, like, the coaster or floater-ish. I don't know. Whatever. Like, I guess he is more of a float. Like, he is a coaster in terms of how people talk about it. But, like, he also was technically floating. Where, like, Bowie Jane's not floating, though. Like, Bowie Jane is just, like, sticking with Matt and Jag to the end. And blindly loyal. I said Adam for both of them? Did I say Adam? Wait, what? Oh yeah, it is. Fuck it, it is midnight. Yeah, I don't have a joke to say. Yeah, I would agree. Adam has more of a strategic mind. But yeah, I would say there are, like, somewhat similar. Is anyone from a recent Survivor Big Brother season went straight from BB to the challenge? Like Tommy and Annalise, right? They went to the challenge. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I think... Well, I mean, like, Michelle was obviously Survivor, went straight to the challenge. Yeah, well, wait, no, Alyssa Snyder was USA. What about people that went straight to the challenge proper? Yeah, Amber B. So, yeah, there's a decent amount. The real holiday. Fuck Easter, yeah. It is weird that Easter was so early this year, though. Like, why was it so early? He's like, normally it's like, what, like, I don't know, like April, like, 8th or something like that, right? Joseph, well, Jose technically appeared on, like, Champs Versus, right? First? Which, that's even funnier, though, that he was, like, considered a star for Champs Versus. I think it's this one up here. Can we talk challenge spoilers? Yeah, okay, well, let's do this. I want to at some point in this stream, so I guess we'll just do it now. Alright, so I'll talk challenge spoilers for like, now 5 minutes-ish, maybe. So, yeah, if you don't want to be spoiling the challenge, probably go away for a bit. To be fair, I don't know how much, like, there's a decent amount of people eliminated, but we know really nothing outside that. But anyway, alright, I mean, like, the big news for me is obviously, is Horacio, being gone, which that was the most recent update, right? Like, that's definitely the big one. Outside of that, it's like, everything else is, like, kind of as expected. Well, actually, yeah, let's look at the boots again. I mean, like, Nerys leaving so early is disappointing, but to be fair, it does seem like she went out in an interesting way, at least, so that'll be fun, maybe. Okay, Katie's Katie. Jody, like, not particularly shocked. Polly is disappointing, but also, like, not particularly shocked. Tony going early is surprising to me. I did not expect Tony to be out this early. Amanda's expected. Kellyanne's disappointing, but not, like, fully unexpected. Mark is also, like, disappointing, but I'm not, like, completely shocked at that happening. Leroy is surprising, though. I believe, like, didn't Gamer said that he literally just went there for the paycheck? Oh, yeah, Derek. Yeah, so Derek beat, was it Mark in Pole Wrestle? So that's a good moment for him, right? Yeah, it seems like Derek is going into eliminations to where probably not great for him. Yeah, who else? Anissa is Anissa, and then Brandon is also Brandon. So I'm surprised Aviv is still there. I'm surprised Ryan is still there, but it's like, I guess who's going for Ryan? I will say it is looking good for my winner picks, right? In CT and Jenny. Though, I know what, Jordan was my other option for the guy, and like Jordan's still there. And also has definitely a big shot of winning. Also, there was the fake spoiler of John A and Bananas being the first two boots. I did not pick Corey. I picked CT. I said that Corey would be like a dark horse pick, but I did end up going to CT. Yeah, it will be interesting to Nerys and Olivia of it all. Yeah, that's another shot. Yeah, Michelle's still there. I kind of forgot about that until just now. Okay, cool. What's it for John A to be a top 10 female? Probably winning. I think, I mean, if she has a good run on this season, I mean, she's definitely in the conversation, right? She's won 2 All-Star seasons. She had a good run on World Championship until she got medevac, or like Grant got medevac, but she had to leave too. And then and also like technically she like almost like should have won 3 All-Star seasons, considering All-Stars 1 she was the best female, at least there with Kellyanne. And yeah, like if she performs well here, then like it proves that she's like doing well in the main show as well. So yeah, I think at that point she would definitely be up there. Jody's out of your top 10. I mean, we'll see what happens here. Like straight, like I never expected Jody to do particularly great here. Like I didn't feel like she was like overly impressive on World Championship. And even like All Stars 2 is kind of like whatever. So like I didn't really have much faith in her to begin with. Thank you, James Gio, for was it 16 months? It's kind of insane how like how high these numbers are getting now. Make your way through Chance Contenders. Just got to the Tegan Exile though. Definitely enjoying the season so far. Yeah, you're actually at the point in the season where people don't like it. So it's like if you're liking the season up to this point, you're really gonna love the season by the end. Because like Chance Contenders is a season that's like notorious for like incredible post-merge. Pre-merge is pretty bad. Which I've always liked the season more than most people, but yeah, if you're liking the season up to this point, then you should come out of it really high on it. A lot of the women's limb matchups are very lopsided. Yeah, it was like Amanda versus Nia, right? Okay, cool.
Nice try.
In pole, wait, was that one pole wrestle or was that Hall Brawl? It was 1-2, right? It was like something that, yeah, like she's never fucking winning.
Hurry! I'm losing him.
Is Corey talking about in the streams? I don't know. Probably not. I think probably like at the time that I did the player ranking, I know he like watched back the BB25 people on stream, but I doubt outside that. I don't think Corey cares much about it outside that. But at least that one time. Was it balls in? Okay. I knew it was like a physical challenge. Shock Katie lost to Anissa. Did she lose to Anissa? Which, like, I mean, that's not shocking. I didn't see. I don't think I even saw the Katie one. Oh, I agree. Like Corey showed up in stream that one time, and like we did talk about that, and I agree. I put Felicia too high. When we're watching Heroes for Villains for the first time since it aired, it's really fantastic. I assume you mean Australian Survivor Heroes for Villains, not US. Which I've been watching Will Neff's rewatch, or like his watch through my, it will be rewatch for me. And we're up to the Simon boot, and it's like, it's I will say I think I maybe overrated it. Oh, you're talking about US? Okay, yeah, US is still great. Rewatched US, what was that, like a year or two ago? Still really great. But yeah, like Australian Survivor though, Here's Villains. I think I'm probably lower on it now. Not, it's still a good season, but like I think I actually probably have 2017 above it. Like I think it's a season that like when it's good, it's very fucking good. But it's simply just not good throughout, or like not as good throughout the entirety of it. I think it's just a very like I should say very inconsistent, because like it definitely doesn't hit the lows of the lowest that we've seen from Australian Survivor. Like it's not blood versus water. It's like it's not like 2016. It's like it's still like even the bad parts of Here's Villains are still like fine. But I think there's probably just more of that than I remembered. And like the end game stretch is like, it is very rocky. Like it's just like the entire isolation twist, the Haley boot was like so first shown, the like I haven't even gotten to the jury removal, and that's also like a lame episode. Also just the outcome is like not like the ideal. So it's like, I think in retrospect, I'm probably like a bit lower on Here's the Villains. And yeah, Titans vs Rebels still incredible. I am hoping Will Neff ends up watching that. I think that'll be fun. The Corey successfully mastered debate. Sure, I guess. And by that, Corey literally said, "Hey, I think you put Felicia. I don't think Felicia should be hired in America." I was like, "Yep, you're right." Next guy, girl boot would be for challenge. Yeah, like guy again, like Derek seems to be someone that's going in a lot. Like just on paper though, it's like I like if we're not taking like who's going in a lot into like that sort of thing into it, like I would say like probably like Ryan. I don't know. Ryan does seem protected though, right? Maybe Kylan? Like who does Kylan have left at this point? Like I think Kylan, I think like Theo, but then Theo's pretty good, right? Like Theo's probably likely to win an elimination. Other Derek, I feel like other Derek is safer than Ryan, if I were to guess. Because I think he has more connection. Like they both have connections, but I think like Derek has like the unbreakable bond with like Jeanne. Like I think his like connections are like deeper than Ryan's. It's like I would say Ryan before Derek, at least. Yeah, Kyle would definitely win a decent amount of limbs, you would think. But to be fair, you would also think that for Horacio. But yeah, I would say like maybe even like Bananas. I don't know how long. But no, Derek's probably gone before Bananas, though, right? Actually, where's Nehemiah in this game? Who's Nehemiah have here? Does he have many allies? Not really, right? Yeah, so maybe Nehemiah too. It's 6 a.m. in France. Well, that's something. Thank you for being here. I did hear Horacio was pissed the elimination favored his opponent, which was apparently CT or Bananas. That'd be insane if it was CT versus Horacio. Recording this? What is this? But this is a 1-minute clip.
Because she had to keep her laptop telling her exactly what to do.
Okay, I'm definitely not gonna listen to all this, but is that who she lost to? I had no memory of that Nerys lost to Amber B in Ride or Dies. Oh, you just wanted the beginning part of it? Or just happy one of... Yeah, I mean, like, I wish it wasn't Anissa, just because, like, Anissa's kind of, like, the obvious person to go. To where it's, like, I kind of wish it was, like, Devin or something instead, like, someone that actually had, like, more of a chance at winning. Just so, like, because it's, like, if Anissa was there, it's, like, well, Anissa's not winning anyway, so who fucking cares? But, like, now it's still at the point where, like, oh, Tori and Devin are probably still the most likely to win. Which is, like, that's disappointing. Okay, almost fucked that up, but that's fine. It's 6 a.m. in Johannesburg, obviously, yeah.
And you get yes out of here. And it's just funny because it's like, Wes, you have to win to make those kind of decisions.
Thank God, a fan camp for John A. Sure, I think John A is like probably like what? Top 5 favorite challenge competitors for me though. Like, I haven't bothered to ever make a like favorite challenge competitor list or anything, but I feel like John A would be like top 5 or so. Yeah, I think Car Maria would be 1. But after that, I'm like, yeah, John A's up there. I like John A. I mean, like, I don't know. I have a lot of respect for John A. And I honestly feel bad for like the stuff with like her and Zach that happened. She's obviously like now proven herself to be like a really, really strong competitor as well. It's like, what's there to not like about John A? Me simping for I don't even like I don't even find her that attractive. Like, she's not really my type personally. Like, I feel like there's like a billion other people I would like simp for over John A if we're talking about like someone that I'm actually like physically attracted to. But yeah, I just like John A. Or are we talking about the you saying Ashley and Amanda previously? Amanda 100% though, yeah. Yeah, I'm sad about Horacio too. I think it's yeah, definitely disappointing in the sense that like again, like Horacio's boring TV, but like I don't mind him as like a person, and like I think like him winning this show would be like a good result. Towards like he's a nice, likable guy. I mean, like I think like him winning would be like a really okay. Fuck me, dude. Okay. I don't know how the fuck. Okay. But yeah, like I think him winning though would be like, oh, he would like be up there like some of the best challenge competitors of all time. So I think that's at least like a cool aspect of it. But yeah, he is very bad, like at the political portions of the game. But I think like if he had like gone on to win this season, I think he would, and like because like he's openly said that like when I win, like I'm done essentially. That he only wants to be on the show to win, then he's out. So like if he like won this season and he's gone, like that's it for him. Like I think that's a good run. Again, like his first season had this like really incredible underdog run, won a whole bunch of stuff. Last season, I mean, not as great, but still had like a I don't know, okay underdog run. But if he went on to win this, like season 40, this like really big season, I think okay, that's a cool way for his story to conclude. But now that he's done here, it's like okay, well, we're really gonna see him back for 41, and everything. It's like okay, yep, I definitely want to do that. Well, that sucks. Or is there a thing that allows you to climb back up? Imagine if Horacio... Imagine Horacio... Yeah, imagine if Horacio's just a massive asshole this season. What's Tina doing in the game? Dude, Tina's probably that's probably my woman pick, I think. For next out. Because, yeah, how is she still there? Like, that's shocking to me. Well, Michelle also shocking. But to be fair, if Michelle hasn't been targeted at this point, you would just think she's just not being targeted then, right? So, yeah, I'm like looking at the rest of the field. I think, yeah, I'll go Tina as the woman pick. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, supposedly Michelle and Devin are hooking up, which good for them, I guess. Yeah, whatever, I guess. Simping Corey? What are you even talking about? My life changed after I found out Vevmo called CT and Anissa Obek and Obeso. Why? Oh, O-B. Okay, okay. I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, probably not great. How is that me simping for Corey, though? The fact that I agree with him on the foot. Like, it's not even like I regret it at the time I was editing it. I just didn't care enough to edit everything to move her back down. But yeah, because again, I recorded that player ranking pretty much immediately after BB25. Like, it was like within a month of it finishing. But then, like, I didn't edit it until like a couple months later. So I was like, well, by the time I was editing, I was like, yeah, this is too high. But I don't care enough at this point to fucking do all this editing to move her down like 40 spots. I'm probably not playing AC3. I don't know what I'm playing after this. Like, I don't think I care enough to play AC3 and 4. Oh yeah, we're just doing Ezio Trilogy because I just do this once a year, play the Ezio Trilogy. I don't really have that tradition of 3 and 4, so I'm just not gonna bother. Even though, like, ideally I would, I just don't care enough to to take that much time to play those. I am considering, I thought it was at the end of last stream, that, like, I was considering playing something like Hogwarts Legacy, or something like that. Like, one of the games from 2023 that I haven't played yet. And just play it on stream. Because it's like, I just don't have time to play games that much anymore. Like, sure, I've not had much time to play games recently. And, like, I kind of just decided, fuck it, I'm not even going to try until I'm done this batch of videos, where I've just been going all in on this batch of videos. So I'm almost done. Like, by the time of the next stream, I'm probably going to be done. Like, I think I might finish on Wednesday. So, yeah, I'm just going to go all in on that and then not bother, like, starting a game until after that. Play Fists of Shadow Torch. Is that what that game's called? That's the rabbit game, right? Which, no, I think I'm good. Again, that game technically came out in, like, 2022 or 2021 or something. Least favorite challengers on this season? Probably, like, Tori, Casey. Dude, Casey, I don't dislike Casey. She's just so fucking boring. Where, like, Tori, I actively dislike. Hey, I don't know, like, who else do I not, like, do I just genuinely not like? There's a lot of people I just don't care about. Or that I find boring. But, like, I don't know, like, Tori's, like, the only one that's, like, popping to my head right away, like someone I just genuinely don't like. Do Slytherin students side quests? I mean, we'll see if I'm even paying attention to it when I play it. Casey's literally, what if Horacio was a woman in the Vacation Alliance? Like, kind of, like, I don't think Casey's been, like, overtly impressive as Horacio is. Like, Casey is a good challenge competitor, but, like, it's not, like, to the degree of, like, Horacio, where he won, like, what, 4 or 5 eliminations that first season? Oh, cool. Evan and Kenny? I mean, they're not on the show anymore. We're talking about the season, right? Oh, Banana. Well, Bananas is like, I don't know, hit or miss for me. Like, I think there's points where I find his shtick funny, but there's also a lot of other points where, okay, he's just kind of a dick. Five limbs tied record. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what the record was. If it was 5 or 6 or whatever. Alyssa Lopez coming in. I would love Alyssa Lopez being back on Challenge. Don't know if it's happening, but I would like. Did she win 4 on World Championship? Did she really win that many? Which, yeah, good for her then.
They say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
That's how you get the
Boss, what a miserable man.
See, I don't know if I even like. The thing is, like, with Hogwarts Legacy, I think I'm just gonna rush through it.
I would like to know.
And like just like it's like one of these games that I feel like I want to play just so I could say that I've played it. Just because like I feel like it was like such a big game from last year that it's like I should at least like try to play it. Where like I actually don't even care anymore about it. Like I bought it, like when I bought it I was like, okay, I actually want to play it. Now I'm at the point where like I actually don't. But it's like a big it's a big profile game and it's like when I rate own, so it's like I should at least try it. Yeah, so I'm thinking like that, or
He is desperate for power.
like a Dragon Ishin would be a good one. It's the problem is that I would potentially want to do a video on it. So like I feel like if I were to do a video on it, I would want to obviously pay attention to it. Or like Hogwarts Legacy, I just generally don't care at all. So it's like whatever. I believe it was the best-selling game of last year, right? Her record's 8-2. Oh, that makes sense. I assumed it was high.
I heard the rumors, but I did not believe them.
Because it's like even though she doesn't go into elimination a lot on most seasons, like she obviously wins them most of the time. She gets to finals.
Impossible. Abash uses rogue.
By the way, I love how I'm talking over this. This is like one of my favorite like sequences of all of Assassin's Creed.
So, where do I begin?
Who I think the people that we know about going home, who I think they lost to. I don't. They could lose to anybody. I don't know. Again, like I assume Horacio must have lost to like a bigger name, right? I think to be fair, he lost to Nerys last season, so it's like who knows.
You say these men are cruel. Has anyone?
But then it does
blade
seem like we're
against
getting
an
these like really big eliminations. These like really like these like legendary eliminations of like balls in, hole brawl, pole wrestle. It's like I assume it must have been like a big name that took out Horacio. Shakara's still there. I'm not that shocked. I feel like she was pretty well connected coming into this. If anything, like I'm kind of shocked that Polly.
What are you waiting?
Like I'm shocked. Like I'm not shocked that Polly didn't like make it deep into the game, but I am shocked that Polly went out as early as he did. Tori hates her, but I feel like there's like a good chunk of people that have her back though, right? Like she's now good with Laurel again. She like has all these like All-Star 4 connections, which I mean, to be fair, All-Stars 4, I don't believe she was actually Kara has lost a lot of allies, right? She lost Brandon, she lost Polly. I don't know where she's at with like someone like an Avery. Not so fast. Yeah, that could be like that's definitely going to be on this season.
Mentor.
Welcome.
It's funny that you can use the unforgivable curses with 0 consequences. Yeah, see, I also like don't know anything about Harry Potter. Like I've watched the movies, but like I don't know anything like lore-wise with it. But it's also like another reason why I'm like, I don't really care that much.
Nothing.
You pathetic miser.
Actually, no, it would be funnier if,
Follow me to the castle.
like, I think
And
it'd be
spill
so
no
funny
blood
if
if you
Josh
can help
beat
it.
Horacio. Or if, like, Ryan beat Horacio. Like, if it was someone random like that, it would be so funny. Yeah, like Derek C. also. Yeah, just any of them. Oh, it's like to kill people? Actually, how's that? Like, legitimately, I've not watched any gameplay of Hogwarts Legacy. How's the combat system work? Because it's all spells, right? Like, I feel like that'll be weird, but... I think I might play it next stream. I'm not sure. Like, I'm leaning towards that, but I'm not, like, locked in on that idea. I mean, yeah, that's definitely something that could happen again, right? Imagine CT goes out from a challenge like that again, though. That'd be also kind of funny.
Use your wisdom. Now more than ever.
But yeah, I'm assuming that this is like going to be a season of like all like big like legendary eliminations that like they've used in the past. Spells, blocking, dodge rolls. Yeah, so there's no like melee combat, right? Which I don't know, that does seem weird to have like this style, because it's like it's an RPG, right? It's like an action RPG, but like just spells and that's it. CT loses to Ryan and Bunker. That, yeah, imagine. Or CT loses to Josh, I think would be funnier, considering they at least like have in history.
Altair, welcome home.
Welcome back, mentor.
Always an honor.
There's a lot of different spells. I mean, I assume so.
Together for victory.
But like, it just feels weird that like I mean, that actually just means that everything is like ranged combat then, right? Yeah, the goof. Did he ever say the goof on 37? Because that was the 36 thing, right? I don't believe he ever said it in 37, right?
Down.
No! I am defending Masha. Would you not do the same?
You
Yeah,
corrupted
hope
everything
Aviv gets
we
more
stand for
content
and
Challenge
lost
40. I mean, like, I hope so
everything
too, yeah.
All of it sacrificed on the altar of your
Like,
own spite.
I guess she didn't get that much screen time her first time around,
You
though.
have wasted your
Which is like the
life.
weird thing about like bringing her back now is like she's like was barely there on her first
That is
season.
true of us. I learned
So like
many
that's why I'm
things
like
from
I'm
the
surprised they
of
brought
life
her over
and
Carly,
death,
though I
of
guess
the
like
past
diversity wise, obviously
and the
Aviv is
future.
better.
Let me show you.
Or like easier to cast, but you know, like Carly brought more to her season than Aviv did to hers. Aviv got almost half for confessionals the last 2 episodes. Yeah, that sounds about
I
right.
can never forgive you, Altair. The
Yeah, Olivia
lies
Nerys Hall Brawl
of
is
my
pretty
family,
insane.
My father.
Which, yeah, I guess at this point we did talk about challenge spoilers for more than 5 minutes. But to be fair, I think most people that are here are like people that would follow challenge spoilers anyway, right? I'll probably put a warning on the
Begging to be forgiven for betraying
on
my family.
on the VOD. Maybe I'll actually make the title thing challenge 40
I watched his
spoilers,
life ebb away at my feet.
because it's not like there's much to talk about BB Can wise anyway.
No. But he was not a coward, Abbas. He
Original
reclaimed
premonition was that the winner of Survivor Africa Panama was at Mnet and wouldn't release the season because she was embarrassed by her winning game. I mean, maybe her ghost is protecting it then.
And when it is your time,
Imagine like someone
we'll
like
find you.
imagine like, well, one, that ghost exists, but then beyond that, like someone like that former Survivor winner, like I don't know, like Bob Crowley. When Bob Crowley dies, he like fucking steals every copy of Survivor Gabot, and it makes it so no one can watch it, so no one can see his winning game. Is Jeanne surprising me? Not really. Yeah, what is this? Oh, I did see this. Oh yeah, I watched the episode. Yeah, what a line.
An old man. Still, he fought to hold our brotherhood.
Wait, Todd
together.
is such a weird
I
character.
would have called him stubborn in my youth.
I would think Brad is maybe surprising me more, just because like I felt like he didn't seem to be in the greatest shape last time we saw him. But obviously, you would assume he would have trained for this. Like also too, for like obviously like he was the last second replacement last time, so it's like it makes sense that he wouldn't be in that great shape. Kind of made me think he's hot. Well, there you go. But like Todd, I don't know. Todd's like a bit different than I was expecting coming in this season. Where I really thought he would be this like guy that like really bros down. But like he's more so like kind of like a floater, right? Like he's like attached to like Bailey, and he like has like kind of connections to people that are like on the outskirts. I also find the when he gets nominated and he just doesn't fucking move. This gamer like Horacio? I don't think he dislikes Horacio, but I don't think he particularly likes him either, right? I know he likes Nerys, right? But yeah, I don't know about Horacio. I have not played Tchia yet. That would also be a game I would consider playing on stream. Where, yeah, I think the serious considerations would be Tchia and Hogwarts Legacy. Probably only one of those, because I do need to play Uncharted somewhat. Like, yeah, like if I'm finishing this batch of videos on Wednesday, then it's close to the point where I need to play Uncharted, because I'm doing Uncharted 2 retrospective. I need to play AC Rogue and Unity. I need to play Tales from Borderlands. Those are like the 4 games that I'm doing videos on. But also it's like, I feel like if I play... Like, I also thought about what if I play those first and then play some of these games in 2023. The problem with that is that I feel like playing those games will take too long. To where I'm giving myself until the end of May. And just whatever I can play in that time, like it is what it is. So
we will celebrate later.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should just say fuck it and just like play nothing but games in 2023 in those 2 months, because like it's not like I need those video game videos prepped right away either, though. So I don't know. I was supposed to be finished with Persona 3 Reload by this time. I haven't got enough playtime. Yeah, I saw Lasers started playing Reload, and I was like so tempted to watch his playthrough of it. But obviously, like at that point, it's like it kind of sucks because I want to play it myself. So it's like I kind of can't. But it's also like so long until I'm gonna be able to play it.
Look out for her. She is a remarkable lady.
I don't know, like I'm debating, like should I prioritize Persona 3 Reload or like a Dragon? Because I actually rather play Persona 3 Reload. The problem is that it's so much longer. Where like a Dragon, I mean, like even like a Dragon's long, right? But like that's like what, like 50-ish hours or so. While Persona 3 Reload's like 100, right? Why do I think I know that? You are finished. Yeah, I really want to play it. I just like don't have the time yet. And I'm overwhelmed with all the stuff I have to do. I was a bit overwhelmed this last week. Where like normally when I have like nothing else like real life wise going on, then it's like whatever. But I think when I also like was helping my parents out a lot this week, where even like just a week ago, like my mom just got out of the hospital for her thing, and then also was helping my parents out with stuff. Like my dad had surgery on Wednesday and all that sort of stuff. Because again, like normally, like I don't have much going on anyway. Like it's not like I do that much outside of like work and whatever. But so it's like again, the fact that I put like so much time into the channel is like kind of the norm, or like channel plus like things loosely connected to the channel. But yeah, this week was kind of like more than that. I did plan on doing a draft today. We are like kind of late to starting it at this point. No, we might still do it. You're 70 hours in the final month. Okay. So it'll probably be done by like 80-ish hours then. What if Gamer got Horacio and Nisa elimination wrong and it was other people who got eliminated? I mean... would be actually it's Horacio and Nisa got eliminated at the same time. I just love like that thing even clicked in my head. Okay, this is super loud. What a combo. Yeah, what is the next draft anyway? Okay, let's pause this real quick. Where are we at? Survivor N through P. What a grouping. N through P that includes Mookie, Mariah from 43, and Mariska from SA. That's 68 people. How much were on the last one we did? 66, okay. So it's not that much different. Should we just do draft then? I guess we'll start the draft. Why not? So we'll do that draft. We'll do next, the next one alphabetically. Yes, there's the draft board. And yeah, anyone that wants in, say now. I think it's annoying here is that we might finish the game before the draft is done. But whatever. Actually, I don't have the stream up on my phone. I should probably do that. Despite Banu surviving more rounds than Jelinski, what are we talking about? When we put Banu lower than Jelinski? I feel like Jelinski at least was like in a like core group at a point. And also, I agree with more of like what Jelinski did than Banu, where I feel like there's just like nothing that Banu did that was like that good outside just surviving. Okay, where are we at? So we got biggest party. Sorquel. Justin. Yoviver. Gwen. Jakars. Historic. Menace. Alright, I think that is it, right? How many people is this? 9. Okay, so... Oh, wait, I need to run through... Okay, wait, who do we need to take out? Did we do Penner last time? I don't think we did, right? Is there nobody to take out? Yeah, no one has like a nickname on here. That's like a different letter that we used earlier. So I guess this is just I guess this is just who we're working with. I'll always have a POC at the bottom of the. I mean, I guess I do. I mean, too far it's more likely for that to happen with more diverse casts, but yeah, I guess that is the case. Alright, so what do we need? So we have 9 people. So I want my calculator open. We need to cut 5? Do we just do last 5 alphabetically? Or wait. So Yeah, we'll keep Mookie, Mariah, Mariska because that's from the last draft. Oh, is there anyone from 44 on here? Or 44, 46 on here? Because we'll cut anyone from 46. Though, I don't think anyone is. Yeah, somehow no one is. How'd that happen? That not a single person from 46 is in this. Is Pia not here? Pia should be here. Yeah, she's there. She's there. Pia Miranda. Cut Nick. I'm really tired of all the April Fool's posts. Started there a lot already. Now, is there anyone like particularly like really icky here? Like obviously Nick. But I think it actually like I think having Nick there is actually like kind of interesting because like he's still a winner. So it's like I think it makes it a more interesting dilemma. Pinty. Is Pinty that icky? I think she's just like not likable. I don't know. We'll take out 5. But I think taking out Philip though, like separating the Phillips feels weird. But I guess either way, I'd be separating because I was then gonna take away Peter from AU 2016. But I guess that would also be separating the Peters. So yeah, Phoebe, Pia, Pinty, PK. That's actually a really strong group of people. But I guess we'll move those on to next draft. And we need to move one other person. Do Peter from Marquesas? Well, why? Like, why Peter from Marquesas? Yeah, I like. Should I just cut Nick? I guess Nick is like. It's just easy to cut him, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll just cut Nick. All right. So that should be good, right? 63 people. Just making sure I calculate this right. Yeah, okay. So we'll have teams of 7? Is that right? Which is actually not a great number, but either way, that's just the way it worked. Alright, alright, random number generator. Do draft order. So 1 through 9, 2, 3, 5. So biggest parties first. Then Sorquil, then Yoviver. 1 through 6, 5, 3, 2. Okay, those literally were the same numbers again, but whatever. So historic. 3 is Gwen, 2 is Justin. And final one, 1, 2. Okay. Alright, draft order is biggest party. Sorquil, Yoviver, historic, Gwen, Justin, me, Jakars, and Menace. Which, okay, this is a... Okay, so yeah, Menace is screwed over. Yeah, if you're... This is one where you want to be towards the beginning. Because the final round... Because the final... Wait, the last one in the draft gets the last pick. So, yeah, being at the end is not great. But, anyway, biggest party. You do have the first pick. I feel like there's an obvious first pick here, but... Yeah, okay, yeah. Parvati, yep. Actually, how did I do this last time? Like, what font did I use? Oh, just default? Perfect. Yeah, Parvati, obviously, really obvious pick. So there we go. I feel like there's another pretty obvious pick after this, but we'll see. Sorquil is next. Why are all the first names with caps? Because I copy and paste this list from True York Times. And True York Times has it all in caps. But yeah, that's why I retype it out when I like put it onto the actual draft board, because it bothers me to keep them all in caps. This is a stacked group. I mean, like, I see, like, so yeah, I see some pretty big names right away. I haven't done, like, a deep dive onto the list yet, but... yeah, I assume it's... Okay, cool. How the fuck did I die there? Yeah, I feel like it should be obvious who's next. I think. Like, I know, like, a big name. Like, I see a really big name that I would be picking next. Let's see if there's anyone else. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be the next pick. Which, obviously, the person I'm talking about is Mookie. Or, no, I'm talking about Peter from AE 2016. Only seen 2 people that I wanted, and one's gone. Well, I assume the other person will probably be gone right after that. Oh, Papa Bear's there? Oh yeah, Papa Bear's there, yeah. Mookie's still hot? I haven't seen a modern picture of Mookie. I assume he's like... I assume he's around the same, right? Because I did see there was the like people been posting on Reddit the like recent pictures of Survivor players and stuff, and it's like I looked at the Fiji one. I feel like I have a reaction to Mookie, so I assume that means he looks around the same. Mariska, yeah, I can't wait to pick Mariska. Is Mariska like one of the most like forgettable Survivor players ever? I feel like I've never once thought about Mariska ever again. Though I actually would like to watch that season again, though. Like in general, like I just have not watched SA in a while. I would genuinely like to rewatch a lot of those seasons. But it's finding the time. We're also straight up, I forgot, I never talked about that. I did finish watching Edge of Extinction on Laced Up Lore and streams, which, I mean, yeah, I have like very conflicted thoughts on Edge of Extinction. It's where like, it's a mess, but I still like enjoy it for some reason. I don't really, it's like tough to like piece together why. It's where like, it's a season that should be like, one of the worst seasons to watch. Like, it should be, like... I mean, like, it's kind of like Game Changers if like, this Varner situation that happened, I guess. Which, like, that's obviously a thing that thinks Game Changers even more. But, like, but it's essentially, like, a soulless, like, very strategy-focused season with, like, terrible editing, dynamics aren't properly explained. Obviously you have Edge of Extinction, which like ruins things as well, theoretically. But there's something about it I actually still enjoy for some reason. But like it's like I enjoy it despite recognizing it's bad. Because I generally don't think it's a good season. But I still like it despite that. And I don't know why that is the case.
Yours is not a subtle approach.
What does Reddit post? You remember Mariska for being so forgettable? Imagine if I took Owen. Natalie, yeah. That's who I was talking about. I feel like Natalie Anderson was the clear next pick. Okay, this is bothering me. I need to center everything. There we go. Alright, Natalie Anderson off the board. Your Viver is next. I assume your top 2 picks are gone? I feel like there's still good people. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm seeing a few people that I would still be 100% happy with. Yeah, Penner, that was one of those people. This Journey Challenge is stupidly hard. And rearranging 10 seasons in order would be hard. What are you talking about?
Something, don't you?
What a fake Survivor fan.
I have a hunch. Yes.
Bill,
you never do anything halfway.
Like, legitimately, like, I could do that in my sleep. Fucking organizing the fucking Survivor logos. The Historic is next.
You're talking over my head, mate.
Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're going to
Edric
find.
cast is kind of great.
But I do know
I
whatever
don't
it is,
think it
the
is,
Templars
and that's like part of the thing. The thing is, like, I think there's good people, but I think it's a very inconsistent cast. It's like it kind of feels like Australian Survivor, in a way, like the way it's cast, or the way the cast is portrayed, I should say. Where it's like you do have like some really big notable name, or I don't know, notable is really like honestly like Rick Devens is notable, but like I'll say that it's like I mean like Ron Clark is someone that I really like, but I wouldn't say he's like notable, right? And like War Dog, Omer, interesting. I actually forgot Omer was here. I don't think he would have been my pick at this point, but Omer's still
Sure,
fun.
you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
Yeah, Gwen is next.
Do you have a point? I want to know.
You're going through. Imagine like going underneath Mnet headquarters and being in the sewers of Mnet.
Wish I'd been more patient with my parents. Wish I'd listened.
Rank challenge wins Laurel, Bananas,
And Lucy.
Evan, Rachel, Turbo, Chris.
I'm not sure.
Probably Evan is the bottom of those, right? 'Cause Evan like barely wins, and probably Rachel right above that.
For making
Or maybe Chris right above that. I don't know. Chris is like weird because like politically it's like an abysmal season, right? Like he's on he's on the outs for like most of it. He has to win these eliminations, but Palessa, interesting. I forgot Palessa was here too.
For the interior of Anatolia, to a region called Cappadocia, where Manuel is training
Why
his
can't I see her?
soldiers.
There she is. Palessa
If I am
Tau?
lucky,
Was that really her last
I won't be
name?
alone, for there may be Ottoman spies in the area waiting to
Anyway,
strike.
Justin is
But,
next.
as ever, I put stock only in myself.
I feel like I know for sure who
The
my first
memory of
pick's
dear
gonna be,
Sophia
as long
close
as
to my
Justin doesn't
heart.
take them.
Claudia, you would laugh to hear the racing
Still haven't done
thoughts
like
of
a
your brother
deep
now.
dive into this.
I have come to
list.
admire Sophia with more affection than I thought possible.
Actually, I know someone that would be like really funny
After
if I
the death
took
of
them.
Christina, something
we'll
withered
see.
in me. But that feeling, that
Yeah, it is
capacity for
Justin's
love,
turn.
has returned. I adore Sophia, but dare
Actually,
not drag her
Nyanka is
into
here. That
this
would be
life
funny
of
too.
mine. Not without fear of hurting her. or
Between two
driving
people,
her
whoever I
away.
won't choose will get picked for sure. By the time of your next pick, definitely, right? Who's gonna take Pascal? I just realized that. Who's gonna pick Paul Wachter? Natalie Bolton, okay. That's not who I would have picked actually, but that's obviously a really good pick. I assume that's who Menace would have wanted, right?
And no signs of Tarek's
Okay.
men.
Okay, let's see. How should I go through this? Oh, that was about Nyanka, right? Anyway, I will. I'll go. This is actually not a good group for women, is it? Like long term, like it's obviously like good now, but like I feel like by the end of this draft, it's gonna be a massive sausage fest. Like there's so many like Peters and Phils and Pauls. But anyway, I'll start off with a mother. I'll pick Nicole Capper. Who actually just rewatched. I said this earlier. I was rewatching some I Know the Secrets. Who the hell's Natalie Bolton? Something. But yeah, like Nicole. Yeah, so that was the other person. Yeah, like just watching her final tribal speech is still like, kind of funny. Or not her final tribal. It was her speech she gave when she played the out on Doral. That's what it was. I'm talking about how like this is like Nathan's idol, and that Nathan's idol should be played on strong men like Nathan, like Rob, and like Doral, because obviously Doral, one of the strongest men alive is Doral. PG? Yeah, that's good. PG off the board? I haven't seen PG around in a while at this point. Like, I feel like I used to see her all the time on, like, like doing like random Survivor like events or whatever, like social deduction games and that sort of thing. But I feel like I haven't seen her in a bit. But anyway, I assume Menace is picking Nyanka. I think ignore. I mean, it matters what names you have from SA. Who the fuck's gonna pick like? I don't know, like Dante. When you have Palessa and Nicole Capper. New Era has supplanted her, yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Dwight's. Like, Dwight's been running Blood in the Clock Tower games. I've been watching pretty much all those. Wait. Was there... Wait, did I have to interact with something on the bottom? Whatever. This guy picked Nicole Captain if I didn't pick her. Okay. So pretty much just everyone was in on picking Nicole Capper. But actually, to be honest, the more and more time goes on, though, I think I definitely would have considered voting for Nicole Capper over Rob. And straight, I don't even remember what I said in my who would I vote for that I already edited, but I'm pretty sure I said Rob there. I would think I did, but I think it is like a very, very close vote for me. Wait, what am I looking for? Oh wait, am I looking for a spy already? Oh, I was just a fucking idiot then. Wait, so I did do the right thing. Whatever. Natalie Cole and Nyanka. What about, by the way, also, I rewatching David vs. Goliath. Natalie Cole is such a great character. Like, she probably should have been higher on my pre-merge character list. The Nyanka Mixin. Also, I started rewatching IOI. I'm only like 3 episodes in or whatever, but yeah, Nora should have been my character of IOI. My favorite character. I think that was a mistake not going with her. Nina Twine, yeah. All right, Nina Twine's pretty good. Actually, I don't know. This seems a little bit early. Like, I like Nina and everything, but I feel like they're... Actually, I don't know. I guess there aren't, like, as many, like, big names left. So maybe it is a good pick. Oh, wait, it's my pick again. Shit. Nora vs. Carolyn as a character? I mean, either way, I think Carolyn, like, character and player. But Nora is still, like, fun. And I think it's like a different level of, like... because, like, with Carolyn, there is this, like, more awareness, right? Where, like, Nora is just Nora. Like, like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like there's, like, no awareness there in anything she does. Where, like, I think the interesting thing about Carolyn is that she is this, like, very strategic player, but one that, like, also is this, like, really, really quirky character. Is it that one? Okay, I could have sworn it was one of those two. Or is it this one? It's this one, right? Yeah, there we go. Time for me to go up on Lauren Beck? I mean, maybe. I'm pretty high on Lauren Beck. Like, I think just the issue is that I think Tommy outplays her. But, like, she's still the number 2 player of the season. Actually, Nora is on here. I forgot about that. The Nora's on here. Should I go Nora?
Where are your men?
Don't want to go Nora this early. Then she's probably gonna be gone by next round, right?
I was just to look like a slave and managed to escape. But the others.
Yeah, is no one picking Ozzy?
Capable fighter.
I like to think
I'm not
so.
picking Ozzy,
Well,
but
when you are certain,
are we just doing that thing again? Huh. Yeah, I think I... do I really want to pick Nora this early? I mean, I guess Nora is Mother. I guess. I mean, is she? I guess she is. I mean, do I really want to be saying Nora's mother when like we have like her? She's not the most PC person in the world, I guess. Yeah, like I think the thing is that there's a lot of like kind of like B tier people right now. Yeah, we're all getting 7 people. Yeah, I'll go. I'll go. Actually, no. I'm picking this person because it'll be funny. I forgot about this actually. I'll pick Nicole Wilmans. The best Survivor winner of all time, Nicole Wilmans, on my team. I got 2 Nicole. Should I go? Oh no, I can't go on Nicole's. That's disappointing. Oh yeah, we'll have several people. But anyway, Justin's next. I mean, I feel like there's almost no way you guys are getting Nicole after all that. But again, like again, I'm obviously Nicole Wilman's biggest fan. She's my favorite Survivor South Africa player of all time. I do find it funny, like, how high she is on my winner ranking now. And, like, that's more so indicative of, like, how bad Survivor South Africa winners are. Why would I vote Nicole versus Rob? Because I feel like Nicole was a lot better positioned towards the end game. Where I think Rob kind of, like, stumbles his way to the end. And I also think, like, a lot of it comes down to, like, Rob, like, essentially winning immunities and not, like, gaining him more leverage in the game. Where I think a lot of the reason why Nicole, like, flips back the side of Rob is because Rob won immunity. So, like, at that point, it was like, well, he's just probably going to get to the end anyway, so I might as well latch myself onto him. And, yeah, it's like, I feel like his game is a lot more, like, challenge focused at the very, very end. Or, like, Nicole also had, like, really strong relationships. And, like, the thing is, like, Nicole, like, burned some of those relationships along the way. But also, like, Rob's jury match was also not great either. Where it's like you see people, like, on the jury just, like, being annoyed when, like, Rob's talking. Actually, this is a connection I didn't even piece together until editing the videos today. Like, Rob Bentley is essentially Werner if Werner won. Like, it's essentially Werner if Werner won out. And, like, I never actually pieced that together, like, how similar their games are. Because they are, like, pretty similar. It's just that, like, Rob Bentley won those, like, last couple challenges.
A few weeks at most.
Janissaries will know I have betrayed them by now.
Should I wait on Nina? You probably should have, yeah. But again, I don't think you were getting Nina by the time it went back to you. So it's like, if you wanted Nina, then you should have picked her there. But
What the hell is that smell?
probably were, you can hear me? Well, just tell Rob Bentley that I think his game is terrible and he's the worst winner of all time. I picked, I didn't even see that. I picked Philip Shepard.
I know the Sultan.
Which, I mean, I like Philip more than most people, but I don't know if I would have picked him now. Anyway, Gwen is next.
Take the woman from the prison and bring
That's why I'm scared to go ungrounded. Sure. It's not that I'm scared. It's more so that I'm like,
I think Nicholas
I don't know. It's like,
He's on leave in the
I just don't really like, I don't know what there is to get from it.
I'd like to run that man through with a spear.
And like, actually, like, it's kind of like an opposite worry. It's like, I'm worried of getting like too high of a score. To where, like, I don't know, it feels like too disingenuous at that point. Where it's like, as is, like, I don't really care. Like, it's like, the highest I can get on Survivor is still, like, not anywhere close to the leaderboard. Like, top of the leaderboard. So, like, I'm worried that, like, if I go ungrounded, and then, like, finish a run ungrounded, then, like, I'm essentially going to be, like, towards the top of the leaderboard. In a position where, like, obviously I did it through cheats. And, like, I feel like, I don't know, I'd rather, like, that not be the case. Who am I looking for right now? Phil's probably top 10 character. He's definitely a big character. I thought I'd say top 10. But Steal, please? Thank you. Turn sheets off? I mean, I could do that, but then it's not as fun for me. I might try Survivor without cheats, though. Once I'm able to get, like, consistent with Survivor. To be fair, though, actually, like, Survivor's not even that much more difficult than hard. Like, really the main difference is that I'm just, like, I mean, really, I think, like, the runs I failed recently, I would have failed even if I didn't play on hard. Or even if I didn't play on Survivor, I think I would have died even if it was on hard. Because, like, essentially all that's been happening is I've been, like, missing leg shots to the point where, like, enemies catch up to me and then I get killed by melee attacks. It's literally happened, like, 3 of the last, like, what, 5 runs or something. Forgot Nathan Dyke was a person. Yep, that is a person. To be fair, I forgot most of the UK people at this point. I vote Josh or Helena? Probably Helena. Especially by the end.
You took your time.
You are welcome.
Especially if it's like Josh winning out and him taking Helena to the end, I probably would have voted Helena.
Poor men.
Listen to Historians podcast? I still haven't. But, how was it? I mean, like, it was like over a year, right? Since the last episode?
Wait.
Wait to the manhole. Want to pick a winner so bad, but I decided to pick another winner, Nick Idanza. Well, there we go. Yeah, the winner of Nick Idanza is probably someone that is somewhat likely to be on season 10, right? Yeah, if we are saying it's a half and half season, I could definitely see Nick being on it. But yeah, Historic is next. Never seen Nick Brown before. I mean, he's was he nowadays? He's a congressman, right? It's like some sort of political office. I mean, again, like, I think there's a difference on, like, who I would vote for and, like, who I would rank higher. Because especially when, like, on the player rankings and everything, it's like, that is taking into consideration jury prospects. To where I think the thing that, like, really sinks Helena is the fact that she couldn't win the game. That no one has ever, like, again, like, Helena can't win against anybody. But, like, when I'm talking about, like, who I would vote for, that doesn't matter as much. Especially in a Final 2 situation, it doesn't matter at all. So, like, I would just, I think in terms of, like, their navigation through the game, I'm more impressed by Helena than Josh is.
Right there.
There's a 2-hour podcast about the back half of Redemption Island, which obviously sucks. Did they finish? They finished all of Redemption Island?
We have to help him.
Because where'd they end off? Did they even, like, do the map boot? I don't remember the last one. Called Burger Love. Local establishments. Burger. Wait, so just like, there's just like this, like a competition, like a province-wide to make the best, like, new burger? It's just like a random thing. Take Nora? Well, there we go. I would have taken Nora if she got back to me, but obviously I assume she wouldn't have. Yeah, Yoviver is next. Obviously you're gonna pick Nova. But I feel like the end of this draft is gonna be kind of brutal. Like, looking at, like, some of the people that are still here. Oh, you didn't watch the other ones? Okay. I feel like that's kind of a weird... Like, I feel like Forever Historians is, like, the type of podcast that you should probably, like, start from early on, right? Because it's, like, they have a lot of these, like, running jokes that they use. Which, I don't know how much of them they were using when they took, like, over a year gap. In between episodes, but, like, still, like, it is kind of this thing where, like, they have all these, like, jokes they bring up all the time. Give you the Queen, Hallie White. is she? Yeah, there we go. Natalie White off the board. By the way, what did I just edit? I edited a video where like, oh, it was the winner ranking for SA, where like I compared like Gigi to Natalie White, and I kept on saying Natalie Anderson, to where yeah, it was like kind of a pain to edit because I kept on just saying Natalie Anderson for some reason. So that's great. Who would I vote for? Chris? Wait, would I vote for Chris against anybody in Final Fantasy for Vanuatu? Probably not.
Can you walk?
I mean, even Scout, I would like very much consider.
They should be destroyed.
Most of them don't.
Then also, it would depend on like how Chris got, or how Chris got there at that point. But
keep out of sight.
But to be fair, if it's the same thing as Twyla, then like I'll probably still vote Chris.
Explosions?
It was a situation where like Scout was planning on cutting Chris, but like she convinces Chris to take her to the end over Twyla, and at that point I'll probably go Scout. Nalia, interesting. It would probably be like a similar thing with Twyla. I think for me that's like one of the bigger damning things about Twyla is the fact that she was gonna cut Scout for Chris. Well, like it really makes no sense. And to her again, like she doesn't win anyway, but I still think she had a much better chance against Scout than Chris. I guess actually, to be fair, maybe not on paper, or like I think it's kind of one of these things. Oh, anyway, biggest party is next, but I guess it's like kind of one of these things where like, even though Chris is the bigger jury threat in general, I guess it's like the issue is that like Scout and Twyla are like so similar that like Twyla is more liked than Scout, so like Scout might just beat her unanimously because they're like pretty much the same. But actually they're not though, right? Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, they're not though, because like obviously the difference is that like Twyla has more of a connection to the guys. So I probably still stand by that. I think she should have gone to the Scout. But I guess like there is probably more reason because like her and Chris are just like very different. To where there's probably more of a chance that she like splits votes in that situation. I know that's the thing they were like annoyed by okay, cool. At the time, but like I still feel like against Scout though, who they had like no connection to at all, the Chads and Sarges of the world. Like, I still could see Sarge voting for Twyla over Scout. And Chris, I think, probably votes Twyla over Scout. But, like, still, I think Scout probably still wins. Go Natalie Anderson, or Nadia Anderson, because the same genetic code, sure. You still have another pick, though. But, yeah, so you picking Nadia is essentially you just picking Natalie, I guess. Who the fuck is Nate Davis? Oh, Nate from NZ1? Fuck me, dude. He's on this list. Like, that even crossed my mind. Thomas Fowler's speech is incredible. I mean, okay, cool. I mean, yeah, Far Travel's pretty funny. Yeah, I will be rewatching Vanuatu somewhat soon. So yeah, this is the plan. So I'm hoping I can finish this batch of videos by Wednesday, which means I'll probably record the scheduling video on Thursday, probably like Thursday night after work. Probably that's probably what I'll do. Take Nasir. All right, interesting. Because I was considering Nasir kind of, and definitely would have like yeah, I definitely would have by the time it got to me. But I guess not anymore. But yeah, Sorquil is next. Nate, interesting. Yeah, Nate Gonzalez. Yeah, I've always liked Nate Gonzalez. It's travesty hasn't been asked back. But yeah, Yoviver is next. There's so many Nates. What the fuck? I just realized that. You've used your Xbox like twice since you've gotten your deck. When was the last time I used my Xbox? Well, I guess I played Hi-Fi Rush, didn't I? Like, literally a week ago. But... yeah, I haven't used my Xbox since then. But, yeah, so you're actually liking the Steam Deck then? I would consider getting one. I just don't know if it's... like, now that I bought the Xbox... like, at the point where I have Xbox and PlayStation, I don't know if I need a fucking Steam Deck at that point. Especially because, like, I'm never gonna play it on the go. I don't go anywhere to play things, like, portably. There's not really that much of a point, for me. If you're willing to vote for Nalia over Vecepia despite V playing the better game. I don't even necessarily agree with that. My opinion of V went down again after I made the Marquesas videos, but like, I just think they're both not good, really. So where it's like, I think with the thing with, like, it's really this, like, debate of, like, do I vote for the person who, like, had the tougher road and overcame the like, who had, like, who had to do more, kind of, okay, cool. Actually, even have to, she didn't do more, really, but, like, I don't know, it's like, Nalia, I think, was in a better position for more of the game. Like, the one, like, the biggest move this season was one that I would give the most credit to Nalia for. Well, like, Vecepia was just, like, kind of, like, good at being under the radar. Pete Yurkowski. Well, there we go. I think as time goes on, though, I go back to being pretty low in Vecepia. I don't think Vecepia is that great of a winner. The Historic is next. I mean, the thing is, I don't think Kathy plays that great either, though, in the grand scheme of things. It's like, she's a very innovative, like, strategic thinker for the time, but, like, her game is still one where, like, she's on the bottom for, like, the entire, like, early portion of the game. Is, like, playing pretty, like, actively bad during that portion. It's like, even the game that she does play is one that, like, again, like, no one's taking her to the end. So, I mean, like, maybe Kathy's back at #1, but, like, they just, like, it's really just a season that, like, no one plays the greatest game. Could be laying in bed. Yeah, see, the issue is that I, like, my games and stuff are already in front of the TV that I have in front of my bed. It's like, I would just be playing them in my bed anyway. Well, like, that's usually when I play games anyway. It's like right before. It's either like right when I get up or like right when I go to sleep. Like, I very rarely just play games like midday. Take Pascal. What a choice. Was not expecting that this early. But okay, yeah, Pascal off the board. Gwen is next. I really like some of these burgers look good. Like, I'm looking at the burger thing. Like, I feel like half of them look really good. The other half look like just bizarre. But I guess, is it supposed to be like off of aesthetics, or is it just like? Is there like a judge that goes around and eats all of them? Like, how's the winner get decided? Oh wait, no. Okay, no, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. God damn it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could find the underdog. Like, I know how to find like episodes from like British TV shows and everything. I'm just probably not gonna actually start it anytime soon. I will try to watch it before the end of the year, though, probably. Right now, I'm still trying to get caught up on all the Survivor seasons that I plan on watching from Laced Up Lauren. Then, obviously, like, I ended up getting caught up on Will Neff's streams. Oh, wait, did I not pick up the thing back there? God damn it. And there was one other thing I was doing. Oh, and the Blood in the Clock Tower. I watched that too. So that's kind of what I was watching all day today. It's democracy for burgers. Well, there we go. Hey, Limelon. We are mid draft at this point. Liam Pascal and Kathy were swapped at Final Four. If the Rocks were replaced with Fire Making, who would win Final Immunity? I mean, like, so if it's Fire Making, the more likely Nalia goes, right, at 4. Where I believe Kathy needed to make fire, and I don't really get the sense that Nalia did. So, yeah, probably that happens, then... Probably Kathy wins, right? Because, like, more likely what happens in this situation. Well, no, because, like, probably Vecepia wins Final Immunity, right? Is the thing. That Vecepia probably wins Final Immunity, and then she takes... Actually, no, she probably takes Kathy still, right? At that point, where, like, if it's between Kathy and Pascal, then she's essentially picking who wins. So it's like she'd probably rather have Kathy win than Pascal and takes Kathy. But how aware is she of that, though? Even then, she had, like, no real connection to Pascal. Wait, I think Pascal also takes Kathy in that spot. I don't think Pascal ever takes Vecepia. And yeah, obviously Kathy takes herself and wins. So yeah, Kathy probably does win. Take Phil from SA. What a pick. Yeah, Phil, I don't know. Phil's weird to me at this point. Just because, like obviously we don't know fully what happened with the Meryl situation, but I feel like he's my prime suspect. Whenever I think of Phil, like, that's just what I think of nowadays, which just makes him kind of icky to me. Even though it's, like, obviously, like, not like, we don't have proof of anything. Like, it's not like there's just, like, we don't know for sure, but it's just, like, I feel like he's the one that makes sense. I mean, yeah, you can switch your pick. But it's, like, obviously, like, him off the show and everything. It's, like, he's, like, a fantastic character and everything. But it's just, like, whenever I think of, like, that situation, like, he's the person that, like, that I point to. So, like, in Quebec, I would vote for Chris. Probably by a decent margin, too. Like, it would be between Chris and Kimberly, but I think I'll go Chris. Take Nick Majorano. There we go. Got 2 Nicks. Yeah, what happened to Nick Majorano? He's disappeared too, right? He used to be on RSP every, like, once a season or so. Justin's next. By the way, I never noticed this until recently, that, like, that RGP is, like, so new era reliant nowadays, isn't it? Which, like, makes sense, because obviously new era players are more likely to still be watching the show, still want to talk the show. But it is funny, just, like, how, like outside of, like, Steven, Rick Devens was on recently, right? And then Christian. I feel like almost everyone else is, like, new era. That's like, constantly on. I would consider voting for Kim, but I think I would lean Chris, though. Like, I think if it would be one of these things where it's like, if Kim, like, could convince me that she was the one that was, like, leading the strategy and stuff, then I would vote for her. But, like, I think I probably still would go Chris. It's time to fight, yeah. Gotta fight those hitmen. Noel. Okay. Noel Lambert off the board. Actually, who's picking NECA? So there's still Nicole Delma. That'll be another Nick. Or another Nicole off the board.
Take it. Seek your fortune.
Actually, how did Owen not get picked by now?
100 leagues through that library before
Still not gonna pick him, but
finishes you off.
all right, we'll stay. Yeah, I'll pick.
Poor Manuel, last of the Palermo.
I'll pick Natalie Tenorelli
He was an arrogant man.
to stick with Mothers, because obviously everyone remembers Mother Natalie Tenorelli. Yeah, Jakar's is next. Who gives a fuck about Owen? I don't mind Owen.
Mankind must think and move as
I'm sure I could find links to the underdog.
give us just that. And Altair will lead us there. Delusion.
Down to 2. What's on the Survivor season ranking?
In arguing, Ezio.
What's Here's the Villains Pro Island such thing? Kagyan got voted out?
Are there more than this one?
Got 4th? Yeah, that's about right. That's fine. I think Kagyan's one of these seasons that, like, obviously the most people like it, but like there definitely is this like minor contingent of people that don't.
We shall see.
Yeah, I assume Heroes for Villains gonna win this, right? You're gonna pick Phil from SA? Well, there we go. Phil Dixon off the board. Next up is Menace. You got 2 picks. Ring for Pro Islands. I mean, like, I think Heroes for Villains is the better season, but like, yeah, Pro Islands is also still very good. Like, I mean, either way, it's like they're all good seasons. I'm surprised David vs. Goliath only got 6 though. Or like, I assumed that would have been higher, especially considering how it's like the best like modern season, to where you would think that would like give it a bit of an edge there. Panama White too high, I would agree. I would not put Panama that high, but I think it's also probably one of these like seasons that like just has like few detractors, to where that's why it made it so far. Or like, even though it's like not the strongest season in the bunch, it's also like one that like I think it's like tough to see people that like don't like the season at all. What was last? I believe it was IOI, right? The 3 hitmen have been subdued. It's time to continue. Well, thank God. Is it? Oh wait. So are there more hitmen after that? It's not the end of the hitmen. Imagine you should have made the hitmen Derek and Cody. That should have been the hitmen that were after you. Picking Ozzy. Did it really? David Starr got 6 in the RTB pot. Like I don't remember that ranking anymore. I never even finished listening to those podcasts. Like I remember one was Heroes vs. Villains, right? Yeah, I actually don't remember the rest of the ranking. Oh, cool. Yeah, Dean's fine. Post merch. It's funny how like invisible he is though early on. Anyway, I'll put Ozzy on the board. Sure, I picked Ozzy. Oh. Wait, what? How did I get turned around? Full 12 hitmen? That's like the Knights of the Round Table or something? You already picked Natalie. You literally already have Natalie Cole on your team. Are you done with Natalia? Yeah, I assume you mean Natalia then, right? Which I was considering Natalia on the way back. Yeah, okay. Which I guess that's not happening.
Our time together was brief, I know.
But yeah, Cars is next. Dude, there's so many men left. Like, what a morbid grouping of people at this point.
So, where will you go next?
Autocorrect is just racist. Sure.
We will establish a guild there before returning to Venezia.
Yeah, I love her exit. Still a great moment.
His father's wild stories. He's a little young for such tales.
He said when they were on the jury during your trial, 12 jury members. Well, there you
go. The village is overrun.
Imagine someone's like jury is like comprised of all the hitmen that were coming after them.
We will escort you there. Thank you, Mentor.
Ready the catapult and watch for my signal.
Stay close.
Yeah, I assume Menace was not picking Phil Dixon. Mookie, interesting. Yeah, actually, I'm surprised Menace didn't pick Mookie. But whatever. Alright, alright, I think this is kind of a tough one at this point. Because I feel like a lot of the good women already got picked. So it's like, do I pick some men? I still can't believe Owen hasn't been picked yet. Which would actually, I just realized that I could still be at a point where I still have a team of just finalists. Which is pretty insane halfway through. But also, oh, Owen's whatever. That's not like a me pick, right? But who is a me pick? Like, I know who I would pick, like, next round, but I feel like it's too early to pick that person. Mariska was fine, yeah. Mariska like, existed. Do I just go for Owen? That is the person. I'll vote for whoever picks Queen NECA. Yeah, I don't think that's enough for me to pick her. Like Phil from SA. Yeah, that's the one, yeah, from Champions. And, yeah. He's the king of having the most win equity and ruining it out boredom. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, I'll go Nicole Delma, I guess. I was considering Owen, but I just feel like that's such a random pick for me. To where Nicole Delma makes more sense. Which, that means I have, I believe I have all Nicoles, right? It's only 3 Nicoles, right? Yeah, so I got all the Nicoles. So that's something. Owen, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, don't know how Owen even made it this far. Yeah, Owen off the board. Gwen is next. Four Nicoles, including Nicola Polo. Yeah. Yeah, he's right here. Literally in the stream. Who do I vote? Taylor versus Monty? Like, if I'm voting game, I vote Monty. But, like, it's, like, tough not to vote Taylor, like, in a practical situation. Where it's, like, again, like, if I'm, like, just purely looking at from a, like, a overhead view and everything, looking at, like, on, like, how consistent and everything I thought their games were, then, yeah, like, I would vote Monty. But it's, like, if I'm there on the jury, and just, like, knowing what their trajectories in the game were and everything, I feel like it's tough, like, to not vote for Taylor.
Stay close.
It's in the main lobby. There were 2 hitmen, some apprentices. Kind of insane that there's only 4 Nicoles in English Sparrow, yeah? Well, 3, right? I assume there's gotta be Nicoles from, like, seasons that aren't listed here, right? You would think, at least. But then again, like, I'm trying to think through them, and I can't Oh wait, there's Nicole in Celebrity Australian Survivor, right? That's that was Imogen's ally, right? There's Nicole.
When I was very young,
Peter Conti. Yeah, there we go.
that our creed would bring an end to all these conflicts.
Peter Conti, Conti, whatever, off the board. Historic is next.
Enough for one life.
I have done
my part.
Fuck, I fucked up saying that line.
There
Whatever.
is no greater glory than fighting to find the truth.
We are ready.
There's only 7 internationally. Interesting.
Take these with you and guard them well.
Let's see, Survivor. Actually, who comes up if you put in Survivor Nicole?
They are keys.
Nicole Delma. Okay, cool.
For who?
Then Capper.
I wish I knew.
Actually, it's kind of funny that Wilmans doesn't come up right away. Let's see. Go on the Survivor wiki and look up Nicole. So you got Delma, Wilmans. Who the fuck is it? Okay, Expedition Robinson. There's one, or there's a couple.
Forgive the haste of my
There's one from Survivor Lebanon.
And little of it good.
Another Expedition Robinson.
I am on a ship bound for Constantinople in pursuit
Oh, you
of a
got
man
Tiffany
whose
Nicole
treachery has eluded
Irvin.
me until now. Prince Ahmed, Suleiman's uncle, is the man leading.
Really? You're picking Patrick Bolton? Shit. I thought I could get Patrick Bolton like the final round.
To retrieve the keys,
That's
all of
disappointing.
which are now in assassin hands.
Okay.
So what holds
Patrick
me
Bolton
back?
off the board.
Why do I not take the keys to
Survivor
Moscow
is
myself
next.
and be done with these fools? Because I have been careless. Because the Templars know about
Just seeing
Sophia
Heisem dancing there.
and
You should have added
they're looking
Heisem to the story. Heisem should have been there helping
If
you
anything
out.
should happen to her, I could not live with myself.
Finish watching 2017 for your mom. The Touch Me at 9 was a big mistake for entire 3 made it, right? Yeah.
My burden to bear if she comes to any harm.
100%. Like, it's just like, it's a completely unnecessary move. Towards, like, Tessa is a threat in the game, and obviously you do have to worry about her getting closer to Michelle and everything, but you still have to, like, loop in Michelle. Like, by you, like, blindsiding Michelle, especially it being Michelle, like, you should know, like, that Michelle is not going to like that. Like, Michelle is the person who, again, like, even though I've gone up on her as a player over time, like, she's still a very emotional player. And how she reacts to things. And it's like, that's the type of thing that, like, if you do that to Michelle, like, she's never going to trust you ever again. Austin, interesting. Austin Taylor off the board. Next up is Sorkel.
Note that a reward of 10,000 akçe will be given without
Now, who is the
question
best
to
pick
anyone who
left,
brings
like,
in
legacy-wise?
information that leads to
Is
the
there anybody?
immediate
I guess it is
arrest
kind of a
of
whole
the
bunch of, like,
Auditore.
no names at
Ezio
this point.
Auditore.
Yeah. It's not a great group. Neil Gottlieb. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Neil in a while either, right? But yeah, biggest party, it's 2 picks. But I remember, like, Neil was like this person who, like, came out of that season talking about how he's gonna be on All Stars and everything, and just like, well, one, it was never gonna happen, but then also he's like just completely fell off the radar. Right now, Michelle's Twitter's favorite, 100%. Peg Leg best left? Probably, right? But also, it's Survivor UK where, like, people just don't remember it. I still can't believe we actually got... Okay, fuck off, game. How oh, cool. I felt like I missed all those attempts to get on this zip line, but whatever. But I'm still surprised that Survivor UK actually ended up being decent. You'll pick NECA. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you'll get Lime Mountain's vote for picking the best player of the new era. Yeah, you have one more. Also, Jericho removing Tessa from the jury after saying that she wouldn't vote for Tara is confusing. Yeah. That's Jericho for you. Jericho does have, like, some really bad reads at points. With, like, that entire situation was, like, just such a, like the way he was, like, reading the jury was very strange. And the thing is, like, I think the thing that he was thinking of, though, is that I think for him, he was, like, considering, like, what if I get to the end of Michelle, right? And that he thought that, like, Tessa's definitely a vote for Michelle over him. Because I think at that point, I'm not sure if he was already thinking about going to the end against Tara. What if Tessa said that she would play again? I mean, like, I believe she said that she would have said yes to All-Stars, but she was, like, busy with, like, her brother's wedding or something, was it? It was something like that. There was, like, some family thing going on with her at the time of All-Stars. But I believe it's just, like, a situation where, like, she's just, like, kind of busy. To where, like, I think it's, like, she would want to play again. To where I think if, like, the stars aligned, she would say yes and would want to. But it's just that, like, she's busy most of the time. So, like, she'll probably just end up saying no. Yeah, I think Jericho is the best player of 2017. But it's still, like, a very, like, flawed game. You're just gonna pretend it's Mariah from 46? Sure. Actually, wait, was Mariah from 40? Oh, no, because that was the last draft, that's why. Okay. But yeah, so you're picking these big legends from the new era, in Nasir, Nika, and Mariah from 43. But yeah, so cool. What's next? Oh, 100%. I at the time, I thought Sarah was winning for most of that season. Like, even, like, coming into her boot episode, I remember I was surprised that she went home. Double down on evacuations to get Pat. Well, there we go. Pat Cusick off the board. I still can't believe they didn't bring back Pat. Not that I'm, like, dying for a Pat return, but, like, you would think they would have. Anyway, Eviver is next. I mean, Sarah got, like, a really strong, like, early edit. And, like, her game does kind of go off the rails, but even then, I feel like we were always shown her as being, like, the sympathetic figure. We're supposed to be rooting for her. And it just, like, kind of feels like her game just, like, kind of goes off the rails, like, the episode before she goes home. Mommy Pegleg, my favorite player, Mommy Pegleg. Pegleg Bennett. Who's gonna pick Paul Walker? How's no one pick Paul Walker? By the way, this is such a fucked list. Like, yeah, this is not the greatest group of people left. Fucking, like, all the Pauls left. Like, what a group. By the way, Historic is next.
Brothers, sisters, the whole city rises against us. While Yusuf's murderer...
Who's the president of Mnet? Is that the main antagonist in this story?
Fight with me and show him what it means
Yolissa Fale? Okay, this is not what I expected the president of Mnet to look like. Like, I assumed it would have been like an old white guy. Paige Donald. Which page is that? Is that the Heroes and Villains page? I think it is, right? Yeah. What a pick. And Paige Donald off the board. Gwen is next. Also, her alliance on lease that goes nowhere is highlight pre-merge. Yeah. I mean, and also her, like, relationship with Peter also goes nowhere. I think that was also, like, a big focus during the second swap. And yeah, that leads to nothing. Okay, cool. Well, I really fucked this up. Yeah, like, if I kept power rankings at that time, I'm pretty sure Sarah would have been, like, #1 for most of that season. Like, even by the end, I don't even... Like, I don't remember when I was, like, in on Jericho. Wish Tessa got a bigger edit? Yeah. Like, Tessa, like, kind of got this edit where she was, like, only shown when, like, absolutely necessary. But she was, like, kind of necessary, like, a decent amount at that point. Like, it was like she was, like, a big character, like, what, episodes, what was that, 3 and, like, 4? And then, like, obviously during, like, the Henry vote. But, like, she kind of gets, like, lost in the shuffle, like, towards the middle of her run, and then also, like, the first 2 episodes she was invisible.
Do you not see that? Peace, stability.
We ran to the courtyard and 6 awaited us. As the final fight? But yeah, obviously AU is better than US at this point. Did a winner ever get a too perfect edit? I mean, like Tommy.
But it is priceless.
It is actually insane. Like, I started rewatching IOI, and it's like, it is actually insane, like, how generically boring Tommy's winner edit is. Because again, it was so boring that I didn't think it was happening. And, like, obviously, like, in retrospect, like, it makes sense why he gets the edit in a situation where, like, Dan Spilo, that situation happens, where, like, obviously they don't want, they're gonna try to go out of their way to make the winner as satisfying as possible, even though it's fucking Tommy. So, like, it makes sense why they wouldn't, like, show the winner in a negative light at any point. But, like, his edit is just, like, so by the numbers, like, generically, like, good, to where, like, it's very strange to see that in the modern day. Picking Peter Harkey, interesting. I was considering Peter Harkey. They got Peter Conti and Peter Harkey.
How long have you been here?
Long enough?
Yeah, next up's Justin.
I had Ahmed Ted as soon as he returned. But I never expected to hear all this.
And what do you think?
There's a figure on a balcony above.
He's a
It's not a
sincere
fight, it's a
man.
confrontation.
But this Templar fantasy of his is dangerous. It
By
flies in the face of reality.
the way, Laser's Black Flag video came out, which I started watching that as well.
A just leader would celebrate this.
Which, it's actually kind of insane that, like, his, like, so his video's like 5 hours long. And, like, I believe, like, his talk about the intro is longer than my entire Black Flag retrospective. Which is funny.
Hold soldiers.
Is Jem Marasco one of the worst winners? Yeah.
Not our enemy.
How's Peter Harkey not a last round pick? I like Peter Harkey.
You are not dead yet, old friend.
And how could you not like a guy that talks about his holes?
Spare my uncle if you can.
Would your father?
Yeah, it's 5 hours. No. It's actually insane to me though, like watching his like video that's like 5 hours long. Yeah, I've only watched the first like hour. But it's like, how the fuck did I make a 6 hour Last of Us video? Like, I don't even know how that happened. Like, looking back on it. Which, like, it's insane because, like, more than likely, if I make the, my Last of Us 2 video, it'll probably be longer. Nathan? Which Nathan are we talking about? I mean, like, everyone beats Tara. Like, Tara can't win the game. Like, her best chance is probably against Jericho, where Jericho fucks it up for himself and loses jury votes at the end. Because it should have been a clean sweep. Well, I'll say Locky. Should have been like 8-1. But then, like, Jericho loses Peter and Sarah's votes at Final Tribal. Nathan from NZ. We were talking about Nate Davis. That one? Why that one? Okay. What a pick. My favorite player ever, Nate Davis. He was good TV. I mean, like, he was fine. But anyway, alright, it's my pick. So, who would I pick here? I mean, the thing is, like, do I go... If I'm keeping with women, there's obviously like not many options left. But I could also go with the ultimate mother of them all. I'm gonna go with the best mother. I'm gonna pick Papa Bear. Mother Papa Bear, my favorite mother. So there we go, Papa Bear Caruso. Off the board. We had Jakars is next. Again, Mommy Papa Bear is the best Survivor player of all time. That's what Jericho is winning in the worst tribal worst final tribal performances Reddit thread. Like 5 minutes after failing to find links to watch this. Well, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, his performance is terrible. Like his entire, like just everything he does jury wise is terrible. And it's funny that he like wins despite that. No way to listen to Beyonce. Okay, well that's kind of random. Was so screwed by the. What do you mean found 8? You mean just like the neutral box, that sort of stuff? Which like, not really. Nathan S.A. Okay. Nathan Castle. My favorite Nathan Castle. Yeah, Menace is next. I believe these are your last picks. Yeah, because after this, you just get whoever's left over. I try and negotiate. I do wonder though, legitimately, like, what if there actually is just like no copy of Survivor Africa Panama anymore? Like, what if it just legitimately doesn't exist anymore? Is it somehow they actually just like burned every fucking copy? Oh, 100%, yeah. Like, Tara's isn't good either. But Jericho's was like bad enough to lose him 2 jury votes, so. I think Jericho has the edge against all of the top 4. Though I think it's kind of close between him and Michelle. Especially considering his final trial performance. Where I think in that spot, like, Sarah would go Michelle. Peter goes Michelle. Even then, though, like, Lockie and Tara would go Jericho. Henry goes Jericho. Jared probably goes Jericho. So, I don't know, Jericho, Tessa might go Michelle, but it probably does, well, I guess Tessa's not on the drain anymore. But anyway, like, it probably does still lean Jericho. It's cast list. Jericho's the only one, like, he's an A, no one an S. No one an F either. Is this entertainment or is this gameplay? Is, well, I assume considering like Odette is in C, that it's probably gameplay. I don't think there's an S or an F player on this season. That's, I mean, like, I think Kate is like, who the fuck is Kate? But yeah, if we're talking about like gameplay, then yeah, there's not. But like, I mean, like, maybe, like, Adam-ish. But, like, yeah. Like, gameplay, not really, but, like, entertainment-wise, there definitely is. Wait, who are you? Wait, so who do you want? I already got your pick, Jakars. Yeah, it's right there. I'm waiting for Menace. I won't believe this. Who is it? Is it Nico? Is it LaRue Botha? Wait, why am I doing this? I don't need to fight them. The CEO of Mnet, David Alexander? Obviously. That's obviously who would be running Mnet, is David Alexander. Okay, cool. And I had at least 4 people that were loyal to him. Yeah, that's like gameplay-wise, yeah. It's kind of like a Mackie situation, right? I think that's kind of Adam. It's like, yeah, he had like a decent following, but he also like fucked up his game so badly, where it's like, it's kind of like that debate. All right, Nathan Dyke. All right, I assumed you were gonna pick Nathan Dyke. Yeah, Nathan Dyke off the board. How's no one pick Neil? Everyone's favorite player, Neil from Survivor SA. Let's welcome us into the Mnet Palace. Let's follow to David Alexander or David Sampson. I didn't. Probably. Actually, I guess David Sampson could win, right? If we got to the end. Oh, maybe it would be David Sampson. He's obviously in trouble with David Sampson, so he's just never getting there. And it's like Matt Dyson, but Matt Dyson had a loyal alliance. I mean, yeah, essentially.
Is he mad?
That's a BB Twitter feud with Janine hating Anthony and Adam scolding her. I mean, like, I think it's like, I think Janine is obviously bitter. But also, like, she's right? Like, she says that, oh, I was never coming for Anthony. She's right. Like, Anthony was wrong. Like, Janine was never coming for Anthony. But, again, probably not the greatest, like, look to be, still just, like, openly coming off as bitter on Twitter, though. Yeah, Janine talked about, like, wanting to keep him, like, until the end, right? Like, wanting to, like, him to be, like, the last guy or whatever. Which is actually kind of insane. The last few months have been rough for you, big party. Imagine if David Alexander told you that you need to be, punished. Pete, why? Wait, Pete Yurkowski already got picked. Are you talking about, like, Peter Baggins toast? What's the likely scenario for this week on BB Camp? I mean, like, it all comes down to, like, who wins the veto, right? Because obviously, like the thing is, like, we don't know how real the Bailey backdoor plan is. And, like, sure, we just don't know much at all about what's happening here on this week. We've had just, like, so little information. Yeah, we talked about AU earlier. They asked, like, the rumor that it's half and half, and that, like, it's supposedly, like, second chance people. Like, I don't know how much faith I'm really putting into those rumors. But, yeah, it would not shock me, though. Like, it makes sense. That's what they would do. But also, like, considering the success of Titans vs. Rebels, you would also think that they would be fine with another returnee or another newbie season. Well, yeah, obviously, like, something changed, which I assume it's the women got into his ear and told him to put up Tola. Lily joked about them putting newbies in second chance. I mean, I would assume it'll be like fans' favorites, right?
Mentor?
Now should be a
like if that actually is the rumor,
morning. I know. But our enemies.
That's like okay, it's half and half. The returnees are non-winners, feeling like a second chance group of people. It's like that. That's essentially just fans versus favorites, right? It was on Reddit.
You have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order.
It's literally just a random person just posting it on Reddit.
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad.
So again,
Our enemy
don't
is close.
know if this is reliable
Take
at all.
positions around the tower, and wait for my command.
But again, it would not surprise me. But again, I don't know if this person actually has any like reliable source. Actually, Mariska. Well, there we go. My favorite player, Mariska, finally got picked. Mariska Marthes. What a name. Okay. I pushed the thing to like match the. Whatever, to change the border size and it made it smaller for some reason, but whatever. Yeah, Jakars is next. Neil from SA, there we go. Finally got picked. My favorite person to be rocked out of the game. Yeah, now it's my pick. So we got Mom Papa Bear. Yeah, it's not the greatest grouping of people left, right? Who should I pick here? Okay, wait, who's going to be left to me? Like, who's going to be the last three? It's probably going to be like the 3 polls or something, right? Like, Penny Ramsey's probably like the best, like, woman left from like a legacy perspective. I mean, not legacy, but like from like she made it far at least. I don't want her though. You know what? I'm gonna pick the best mother of them all. I'm gonna pick Odette. Just because I think it's kind of funny to get Odette. Yeah, Odette Blacklock. That's really her last name. Anyway, Justin's next. Oh, you want Peter from 32? I mean, I'll give you Peter. It's not like I was gonna take Neil anyway. Yeah, so was it Peter Packenstoss? Anyway, Justin is next. Being Paul from SA. Which Paul from SA? There's 2, aren't there? It's Paul from Island of Secrets and Paul from Immunity Island. Cool. Well, she really made like this long of a post. Which, yeah. That just seems like complete bitterness, right? Like, why do you care? Like, I'm really this entire 46 cast just seems like super fucking sensitive, right? Like, and like, to be fair, like obviously, like with like Soda, like Soda's been getting like really like you know, like bad comments to where it's like obviously not supporting that.
Where is she?
But it just feels like this entire cast is just like so fucking upset. Like anybody criticizing them for anything. It's like, dude, just fucking chill out. Like, just fucking relax. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why do you care so much about what random fucking people are telling you?
Kidnapped by the Byzantines so that his uncle could rescue.
But anyway, Justin's funny. Again, like, you should know that, like, people don't matter. Like, these people don't matter. These are just random fucking people that have opinions on, like, what they see of you on TV. It doesn't matter at all.
She's all yours.
Yeah, it's like with Soda, I understand it from, like, that perspective. I do think there's, like, this, like, I think there's other things that people are calling her out for that I think it's, like, she's also not taking that well. But, like, obviously, in terms of the fat phobia and stuff like that, yeah, like, that, obviously. Like, that's uncalled for from, like, these idiots online, but again, same thing goes back to like when like Andy got like when Andy said that the casting of AU is better than US, and like they got super insulted on Twitter. It's like, why do you care? Why do you fucking care about what fucking Andy Herron says? The fucking like washed up reality TV star from fucking what 11 years ago? Like, why do you care? It doesn't matter. This is my power rank. I get 17 tweets about how from the players about how I'm misogynist. Yeah, I would never see them straight up, but like so. Sort of made meme view be nice in a video. I've never watched a single meme view video, but I like is meme view like that's the thing I never got with meme view. Is meme view like what side is meme view on? 46 casts care because they're gonna metagame Andy here in a future org. Yeah, I can't wait to see Andy Herron playing an org with the 46 cast getting demolished. The like 46 will get anyone back for 50 after all an activity. Yeah, 100%. Again, like production doesn't care. Look at that, looks ridiculous. Yeah, but like the thing is, like with meme view, it's like I can't tell if like are they joking or are they serious?
Not hurt, but very confused.
Like, are they legitimately saying that? Oh, okay, this is racist, or are they like making fun of people who would call this racist? Like that's the thing I never got with meme view. Exactly, I haven't bothered watching any of the videos.
I do not understand what is happening.
Like I see like the ridiculous like titles and like thumbnails and stuff. I think it's more that one of them got mad and the show they were all tight, they jumped in. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's a bad look though. Like for like every single one of you to fucking go and like post a thing against Andy and like make references to how bad BB-15 is and everything.
We are close. Keep steady. Well. You have come to see me.
Yeah, I mean, I assume Meme View was joking. But too bad that's like worse that they are. I don't know. I don't think a single 45 person seemed bitter on social media. I mean, I think like Drew was, right? Like Drew was upset with like Drew got a lot of like negative reaction on Twitter, right? I think outside that, yeah, most people seem fine. And obviously like the reception of 45 was a lot stronger than the reception to 46. But that's because it was just a better fucking season though. Why is Drew never on RHP? I don't know. I mean, like, I would not be shocked if he makes it there. I mean, we're so early on in the season that he can still appear. I don't know if he's, like, burnt out Survivor, but he was on Dwight's, he was on Blood in the Clock Tower, like, what was it, a week ago or two? So it's like, he's still around. So, I don't know.
Hold on.
Let's use this picture or make a retrospective of the season.
Hang on, Sophia!
Look up!
When I get the fresh meat, sure. Yeah, when talking about Casey and actually I should do that. Yeah, when talking about Casey and Wes, I use that picture. By the way, where are we draft wise? Oh wait, fuck. Oh wait, I chose the drafts. Fuck. Wait, Peter got picked, right? Neil's still there. Penny Ramsey got picked from Justin, and we're on Gwen. Did Gwen pick? I might have missed it. Yeah, Drew's been in real life. Denise, he didn't talk to him. I mean, like, I don't think that was due to bitterness. Like, I think what he was talking about how like he got like burnt out, right, of Survivor, and like and like yeah, like didn't like talk to any of the cast for like a few months or something. But yeah, that obviously could just be a way of like him trying to hide his bitterness though. Paloma, Phil, or Paul. I think if I was legitimately picking, I would pick Phil. I think Paul is probably the one I'm the least likely to pick of those three. Worst between Marisa and Yasmin? I think Yasmin's worse. We forgot how Ben Browning was racist, sexist. I mean, like, I think it's just that people forget about Ben Browning in general, though. It's not like when people, like, mention Ben Browning, they forget that he's, like, a racist, sexist. They just don't talk about Ben Browning, I think it's the thing.
Sophia, you must be careful!
I know!
I mean, I don't know if Jason was actually willing to quit, though. Like, that's obviously what he said, to try to get them to vote him out. I don't know if he was actually going to go through with it, though. Take Phil. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like, I think Phil's a pretty good pick for this slate. I mean, even though Phil was the first boot, I still feel like they, like, obviously got, like, really screwed over, and they seem like a good character and everything, so. Yeah. Historic's next. Jason's a misunderstood king. I agree. I wish Jason enjoyed playing the game more to where he would potentially come back, but yeah, it's never happening. Imagine Jason won Samoa though. That would have been fun. Like, if Jason won instead of Natalie, I think that would have been more satisfying. Even though, like, obviously, like, he was the Fofo that had, like, the least amount of win equity. Game? Kill him, please? Thank you. David offered you a room to discuss more in the future.
What are you doing?
I mean, how much more do you have written out? Okay. Oh, cool. Jeanne, one of my favorites before All-Stars. Yes, of the people that, like... I mean, like, I think it's, like, tough to say she's, like, my favorite because, like, she just wasn't on enough. Like, she was only on, what, like, 4 seasons? So it's, like, it's tough to say that, like, she's, like, my all-time favorite. When, like, she was only on, like, that many seasons. Like, it wasn't that much. But, like, now that I think, like... Well, I did like her, though. And then now that we have, like, more of her on All-Stars and everything, and she's still, like, a likable presence there, then I think now it's, like, 100%. Oh, cool. Perfect. 5. What season? So, yeah, what season was she was on Rivals? She was on... Was she on Battle... Wait, she was not on Battle of the Exes, right? But she was on Battle of the Seasons. She's on Rivals 2, right? Was she on Free Agents? No, Battle of the Exes 2 was the last one, right? But was she on Free Agents? I actually don't even remember. How'd she do on Free Agents? I legitimately don't even remember her run on Free Agents. Episode 7? Okay, that's kind of like, yeah, kind of the middle, right? To where, like, it's not, like, super memorable. She lost to Anissa.
Ezio, look!
Kind of sad. I mean, obviously at that point, like, Anissa was better. It's kind of a thing that Jeanne's only 35, by the way. Like, it is weird how fucked challenge, like, ages are. So, like, you always, like, expect people to be older because they've been on so many seasons, and then you realize that, oh yeah, they started when they were, like, super fucking young. She won elimination against Emily Fitzgerald. completely forgot that happened. Oh, cool. Wow, okay, perfect. That's great. Kara and Jenny are the same age, yeah. I mean, I think at this point, I might as well just make the entire thing challenge spoilers. Again, we were talking about, like, just, like, throughout the entire stream anyway, so it's like, whatever. Isaac is a person. And just a general big thing, I want to talk about how Blank has been fought for decades. Oh, you dislike Leroy? Wait, how am I dying here? But anyway, the historic pick, I lost track of the draft again. This always happens towards the end of the draft, where like I just like lose focus on the draft. Okay, I have the historic pick. Dislike mediocrity. Well, I like Leroy. I mean, obviously we haven't seen All Stars 4 yet and see how that goes, but like obviously from like an entertainment standpoint, where like I don't know, maybe he's like really boring now, but and to be fair, he's never been like the most like riveting character, but he's always been like a likable guy though. It's safe to say Ross is not the face of the challenge. I mean, not this season at least. Yeah, obviously underwhelming outcome there. Anissa, Katie, Paul Russell's just wrong, yeah. Isaac was on BBUK, I forgot about that.
How does this end? I am wondering that myself.
It was after challenge and everything, right? It's Beast at eliminations. Is he? Has Leroy won that many eliminations? Like, what is Leroy's record?
Soldiers!
Look, I don't remember him winning that many.
You serve the Sultan!
Like, I feel like he's like split. Yeah, okay, 9 wins, 5 losses. Okay, that's better than I thought, actually.
Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother.
Yeah, who's he lost to? He's lost to Emily and Ty. So that's fair. Lost to Jordan and Marlon, also fair. Wait, Marlon should have on. Lost to CT. Oh yeah, he had a lot of like weird exits. I forgot about that. He got DQ'd like, yeah. Oh, the Bloodlines and on Rivals.
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore.
Lost to Hunter.
I am Selim.
That's kind of a more questionable one.
He speaks quite highly of you. He is a
Lost to Davon and Bear. That's definitely a questionable one.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
The historic left. Okay. Yeah, I'll just double check. Which, yeah, then I'll do random number generator. Okay, yeah, we'll do random number.
This is
what do we got? How many people do we have?
Where does one end and the next
13 people. Okay, I'll just do it all in order. 7. Who is that? Paige Kieran. Wait, so we got both pages. Yeah, I was gonna actually consider Paige. Then again, there's no chance she's gonna be left by the time it's my turn again, but whatever. Survivor's next. Several, yes, obviously. It's every single time, 6-7 now, 8-6 Nick Stanberry, thank God. My favorite player, Nick Stanberry.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone. Ah, brilliant. So I'm what?
And one
neurosurgeon now, am I?
Historical's next. How's Nick Brown not been picked yet, by the way?
Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy. Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look.
You realize he made that far? I mean,
what's wrong?
Again, All Stars 4 spoilers,
Sure,
but yeah.
Desmond's brain is lighting up.
Yeah, I did look up All Stars 4 spoilers like not that long ago, just because I didn't remember. I'm legitimately like interested in seeing how that plays out. Seems like a fun season. rush the Hunter limit was so close.
What is that? What's going
Oh
on?
yeah, probably. Isn't that where they got like super injured, right?
Scheduled for deletion.
Where it's like that was the one where like both, yeah, like that's why like Hunter like lost, right? Eventually, because like he got like so injured to where he couldn't finish the next challenge. Actually, I forgot. Did we ever talk about that? All Stars 5 is happening. I think that was last stream, right? That we talked about. Yeah, Nick Brown finally getting picked. I forgot. Did Biggest Party actually leave? I assume he did, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll do random number generator for that too.
Sophia and I.
So how many people is this?
With the 5
10 people?
keys in our possession. And all the time in the
So
world.
we got 4.
Sophia is a seasoned
Which
traveler.
is Nova! Gets Nova, my favorite player ever, Nova.
Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf.
And then we have
into Altair's library.
9 people left.
Fulfill our father's forgotten dream.
We got
Forgive
7. Paul Smulders. My favorite Survivor player, Paul Smulders.
With luck,
the greatest Paul.
Will be in person.
Which one is that? Legitimately, which one is that? Is that Island of Secrets? Okay, it is. Cool. Alright, so Sorkul is next with the final pick. Or your final pick, I should say. Want Jess to finally be on All-Stars? I mean, it's definitely a chance, right? I mean, she was an alternate last time, so. It'll be interesting to see what they cast for All-Stars 5. Because, again, if it's filming soon, like, relatively soon, then, like, you would assume a lot of people that were on 40 are probably going to say no to doing back-to-back like that.
Began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
So, like, maybe that means they go for, like, different people then? Yeah, like Carly, I think definitely could be on it, right?
And set us free.
Yeah, like, hopefully that means it's not the same people over and over again, because, like, obviously All-Stars 4 people were already, like, some of the same people that we've been seeing for a while, and then now with 40, it's, like, again, more of the same, so it's like, you know, maybe that means All-Stars 5 is going to be different. Oh, Nehemiah definitely probably, yes.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
Best challenge draft? I mean, Menace is the only one to not lose a member.
But it is merely an observation of the nature of reality.
Which is funny.
To say that nothing is true.
I don't know if he has the best team necessarily, but like I'm fucked. So again, going back to Challenge 40 spoilers.
To say that everything is permitted.
Yeah, I am. Like I'm down to 2.
The architects of our actions.
Which is pretty bad. I'm down to what, CT and Avery, which Avery is also not good. So
tragic.
Paul, yeah, my favorite Paul.
To leave us all for so long.
The Paul that like got like no content on the show.
This life, it chose me.
Why did he get so underrated? Actually, that is like funny that like SA, because like SA, like modern SA especially, like tries to give a balance at it. It is funny that like for some reason Paul just like got completely purple.
I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for
myself.
myself.
Avery is with Adam Larson. I think it kind of makes sense.
Let go of all of this.
Then let go.
I mean, I think that's the type of person I would expect Avery to be with. I tried to shade you earlier. I mean, again, like I would not expect, based on like how you drafted, that you would have the best team. Actually, was Nehemiah really a final round pick? Nehemiah's pretty good for a final round pick, I feel like. I mean, it's not shade on Avery. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. Just kind of like type of guy I expect Avery to go for. Chat is waiting the 40 draft. Well, Aviv, Derek C, and Brad, obviously. Who actually has the best? It's probably like I Am Beans, right? Laurel, Corey, Theo. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's... Well, I mean, like, Lion Melon, because he picked the fucking boring people, and it's like, they're probably gonna likely win. So that's also a thing.
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man.
I love, like, I used to be able to do this puzzle without even looking at the thing. I don't remember if I can anymore. But I guess we'll see.
He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to
Wait, I can't even
despair.
see the thing on that.
Does that worry you?
Cool, I can still do it without even doing it properly. Imagine if Vive wins. I think it'll be funny.
You had better come out of there alive.
Why did I pick Anissa? I didn't pick Anissa.
I plan to.
Lion picked Anissa. Oh, you are asking? Yeah, because like Lion Melon just picked all the people in the Vacation Alliance. Which again is like funny. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Kia. How do you even pronounce her name? Yeah, she's not actually. Maybe just Immunity Island in general is just kind of fucked. Or yeah, like some of the pre-mergers there just like were kind of purpled. Imagine if Ben and Tola end up winning. Like stock goes up. I mean, Tola's not winning though, is he? By the way, it is funny. Like the curse now of like the people that get answered for who's gonna win by the person that leaves, like ends up being the next boot. Or like Janine said Donna, Donna said Dennis, Dennis said Tola, and Tola might be on his way out. Like that's insane. I don't know how you got Jenny as a second round pick. Yeah, I was considering it personally, but I was like, it's kind of a boring pick though. But actually, it is insane that actually it went that far. Like Aviv. Well, Aviv was... Actually, how did we decide to chat? Was it just random? It might have just been random, actually. Is Anthony winning BB Can? I mean, yes. Definitely a chance. I mean, like, it's obviously, like... I think he's in it for the long haul. I would not be shocked if there is a queue by the end, though.
Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
But oh, is the last 4? Is that what we did? Oh, I guess that makes more sense then. Why?
This is not a library at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Stay hidden, Darim, far from eager hands, at least until it has passed on the.
Which yeah, again, that's that would be funny then if someone from the chat does win then.
Go be with your family.
That's literally all the people that we didn't pick.
Live well.
All that is good in me.
Forgot we did draft for BB Can. Yeah, what was the BB Can draft? Actually, you still have all your people. Actually, your team's pretty good. Your team's Kayla, Victoria, Todd. That's a pretty good team. Like, I mean, obviously Todd's Todd, but like, Victoria and Kayla are 2 front runners. Mine is shit. I have fucking Vivek and Lexus left. Menace only has Tola. Yovivor is Anthony and Elijah. And Lionel is Avery, Bailey, and Matthew. So really just Avery.
Knowledge. Increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Yeah, Vivek sucks. Lexus is, like, kind of too big of a target at this point. Well, it is weird how, like, how much talk there seems to be on the, the showmance.
What does the apple say?
Where it's like it's weird, like, how much, like, the women seem to not trust Lexus. Despite Lexus, like, seemingly not, like, I don't know, not doing much with Matt strategically, right?
This is my duty, Maria.
If you do draft, it'll either crash and burn or go all the way. I mean, yeah. Yeah, which draft did you win again?
Maria?
You won one of them, right?
Where?
You won BB25. Oh yeah, Jag. You picked Jag. Oh yeah, you got like you had like all the early boots, right? And then like Jag came back and then won.
You do not remember? She's gone.
Oh, like I think Kayla's a massive front runner. I did have Kayla number 1 for a while. After this last episode, I did move Avery to number 1. But Kayla's still number 2. And like the only reason Kayla's 2 is just because like, at least her name's out there at this point. Like, at least Elijah, at least like Tola did tell Elijah about Kayla, which again doesn't seem like he fully believes, but at least like something to. I think the problem with Anthony is that like people are targeting Anthony. Where like no one's targeting Avery, no one's targeting Kayla, no one's even targeting Victoria. And also, even if Anthony gets to the end, I don't even know if Anthony wins. Like, I could very much see this being like a Paul situation. Now, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how Anthony handles post-jury, though. To where I assume his like goodbye message will be a lot more tame and that sort of thing. Hope Viva goes home soon. Yeah, I mean, I'll be fine if he does. How the fuck did this take so long? This should have only taken me like 2.5 hours to finish the game. Like, why did it take 3.5? But whatever. Wait, why do I have Johnny's Instagram open? I was like closing tabs. All of a sudden, I just noticed I have fucking Johnny's Instagram open. So that's something. Did your ever pick? Yeah, you won the UK draft. Just like randomly picking Matthew, right? Do you think Avery will win a jury vote over anyone who's primed to make Endgame? I would probably agree with that. But I think she's probably the best position to make Endgame right now.
I have seen enough for one life.
Where like I don't think anyone is coming for like anytime soon. For BBCAN 12 over 11, I don't know if I agree. I think by this point in 11, I was definitely enjoying 11 more. I still don't hate 12. Like I think 12, like again, considering we don't have feeds and everything, like again, there's been some good moments, but I think I was preferring 11 more.
But I know you are listening.
It wasn't 100% random. We had a white guy name. What are we talking about? Oh, you picked Patricia. Okay. So you picked Mom. Mommy Mom, I guess.
Lived my life as best I could.
Yeah, Historic's gone, right?
Not knowing its purpose.
So, how many people is it? 6 people?
To a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth.
4. Paloma, shit.
I am only a conduit.
I wanted Paloma.
My understanding.
I didn't think I would get Paloma by that point, but still. But I had this speech memorized for years. Dude, I could probably still recite this speech.
Speak across centuries.
Anyway, Gwen is next.
I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worse.
Done BBCAN. I mean, I can get that.
No.
I mean, yeah, even I am like, I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm following it, and I'm like I'm still watching it, but I don't like have this like vested interest in it at this point.
Me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good.
We're talking about Avery. Avery can win against Lexus or Matt. Definitely beat it. I think she could win against like Bailey. I think she could probably win against. Really, like most of them. Like the thing is, like I think there is going to be this like pro-women sentiment. So I think if a woman's against a guy at the end, like I could definitely see the woman having like all the support from all the women at least. Before you support mothers and minorities, who do you have? You have Penner, Natalie White, Peter Yurkowski, Austin, they're finally a minority, Pegleg, Nick, and Patricia. So, yeah, 1 POC on your team. And what, 1 woman? 2 women. Fuck. I wanted to finish the draft before I finished the game, but it doesn't look like that's happening. Who's even left right now? We got both Ninas. No one picked. Well, I guess both Survivor US Ninas. Peter from AU 2016, Paul Wachter, and Neil from SA. Dick Bailey could play the Rags to Riches story, unlike Vivek. I mean, I 100% think Bailey is more likely to win than Vivek. But I think against Avery, I think it's tough.
6 we tried in succession. Each.
But yeah, like, I think Vivek will definitely be delusional about his game if he got to the end.
And then the world.
Neil SA? That's about right. Again, like, at this point, it's like, whatever. None of these people are particularly good. But yeah, Justin is next. It's still funny, like playing older Assassin's Creed games and just remembering how much I used to care about things like this. I think the great Peter Figs got picked. I mean, because I don't think anyone remembers it. Daddy Paul Wachter? Really? I was gonna pick Paul Wachter. My favorite player ever, Paul Wachter. Well, shit. Who do I pick then? Nina Costa, Nina Porsche, and Peter Figs. Nina Costa. Should I pick Nina Costa? Oh, Nina Costa's very, like, mother, right? Kind of. I guess if anyone cared about her. So. Yeah, I'll pick Nina. I would have picked Paul Wachter over any of these, but I guess I don't have that chance. Anyway, Jakars is next. Or last, really. Pick between Nina Porsche, and Peter from AU 2016. The only people who will ever take a shot at Anthony, I do. I don't know if Victoria will ever take a shot at Anthony. But I could see her, like, egging them on and like, accidentally getting them to target him. When, like, she didn't actually want them to. Because that's essentially what she's Raven doing. Paul Walker vote off is one of the most forgettable blindsides of all time. I would agree. But that's what makes it funny. The fact that it is, like, really hyped up as this big blindside, but just no one fucking cares. Trade Mommy Peg Leg for both Nicoles. No, I'm good. Can't take a quitter. You'll take Nina from Worlds Apart. Hey, sure. Nina Porsche. And then Menace ends up with Peter Figginen? Figginen? How do you pronounce his last name? Yeah, they did just call him Figs, right? So yeah, we at least finished the draft itself before I finished the game. Alright, let's do the
Desmond,
the polls.
Just hear me?
Fucking finish this before I move on to Last of Us. You just remember who Peter was? I mean, yeah, he's the guy that quit in episode 4.
I know what we need to do.
Alright, so biggest party, Sora Quill, and Eelbiver. And the first poll here. There we go. There we go, we finished the game. Obviously, vote for if you support minorities, a team that has no minorities on it. Who would I vote for here? Oh, cool. I think I would vote Sorquel. Which is funny considering Sorquel has no votes right now. Biggest party is Naka. I mean, that is a reason to vote for biggest party, I guess. A hot take, but I think Danny Idle playing 44 is the most forgettable big move. New era? In a new era? Probably, yeah. Like the Brandon vote off you're talking about? Yeah. We have a 2-2-2 tie. Well, so that's funny. Alright, I'm not gonna listen to this the entire time. Ooh, Circle won at the last second. What the fuck? Taking Nick in the 4th round's insane. I mean, that was because Lionmount said that he'll vote for anyone that picks Nick. Yeah, Circle moves on. Alright, so next up is... Everyone hates women. Obviously, that's obviously what it means to not vote for the team that has almost no women on it. We have Historic, Gwen, and Justin. I love like the first poll was one of like people that are like super high in leaderboard, and this one's like people that aren't as high, right? So that means that at least it's guaranteed for like someone to like move up, right? Because like Gwen's like reaching the upper portions of it. Historic's only 1 point away. I guess they are higher than I thought. And then where's Justin this? Oh yeah, Justin's 11. Okay, I guess they're all higher than I thought. I didn't even look at the teams yet. I actually kind of like Historics. Gwen's is pretty good too. Justin's goes off the rails. Make a draft with all Survivor women, so we're forced to face our biases. I mean, what? So we do the fucking 3-way tie. Well, there we go. You know, fuck it. I'll just move everyone on. I don't care enough to like, unless we get another tie in the final one, I don't even care enough. The vote is broken on yours? Yeah, people not able to vote? Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, let's... Okay, maybe I'll redo this one then. It seems like multiple people are saying that they can do it. Just resetting it up. Okay, let's see if it works this time. It should be up now. It can go in the first round. Interesting. I wonder if... Oh, is it just Twitch? Oh, I tell you that. Okay, yeah. But still, is it like, I don't know, is Twitch like fucking up right now? Still nothing. Interesting. Actually, I want to see this. Actually, I want to go on my phone. Let's see if I, like, open up the stream. Well, actually, how does it work on mobile? I actually never even... Actually, how does it work on mobile? Huh. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying on my phone, and like there are polls there, you push vote, and then like nothing comes up. It's like, that's very strange. Like, I don't know if that's like a mobile thing, maybe? Like, maybe it's just not working on mobile for some reason. It works for you on mobile. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's very weird. Yeah, I guess it must be like some sort of glitch though. But yeah, Gwen won this one. You're on a Chromebook. Interesting. Yeah, like it would be like, it would say like vote, and I push vote, and then like just an empty thing opens up. But yeah, okay, final poll, me, Jakars, and Menace, right? Which, obviously I have the best team, but we'll see how the vote goes. Don't think it's the internet. Yeah, I don't think it's a internet issue. I think it must be like some sort of Twitch issue. This is the Mamas Plus Papa Bear, and Papa Bear is a mother. How dare you not consider Mama Papa Bear? It's my favorite mama. Or mother. How How's Gwen have 3 wins in 5 games? Yeah, that is actually pretty insane. That's why I didn't realize Gwen was so high on the leaderboard. But yeah, it's 3 wins in 5 games. Also another third place finish. Menace is winning this one. I guess that makes sense. I mean, like, I think the end goes off the rails, but the first 5 picks are pretty good. When is the Landon of drafts? I guess so. I love only 3 people voted in this poll. But whatever. Menace moves on. So we got Sorquel, Gwen, and Menace. I mean, we literally had 3 people voting. Menace got 2 votes. I got 1 vote, and yeah, you end up getting 0. Dude, I could have tied it for myself. Let's see, Sorquel, Gwen, and Menace. All right. So we'll finish this poll, and then I'll move on to Last of Us. Let's do 3-way tie again. How about we don't? Who did I vote for of these 3? I think, to be honest, I think I might actually vote for Menace. I think Menace is at least a, more fun team. Give it 1-1-1. Well, too late. Did 2-2-2. Yeah, it looks like Menace might win. Or we have a tie now. Alright, so we just need 1 more vote in Sorquel. There we go. Will it finish? Well, there we go. Thank God. Now I have to fucking run another poll again. Alright. So thank God we got a 2-2-2 tie. Alright, so let's try this again. What was the rule? After 3 ties we do channel points? To make us all winners. That's not how this works. We go to Rocks. Tidy ever winner jury vote in 44. Against the Endgamers, probably not, right? I think our best chance is Jamie and Carolyn. I think there she has a fighting chance. I think everyone else she loses to, right? Every final 3 combination outside that. Channel points is the equivalent of previous votes here. This one might end with Menace win, maybe? Oh, no, there we go. Sorquel got a vote. Oh, whoa, Gwen got 2 votes. Oh, then Menace got a vote. Ooh, okay. So we're narrowing it down. Sorquel ends up getting 3rd. It's pretty insane considering Sorquel's in the lead for 2 seconds. Alright, and then I guess we'll fucking rerun between Menace and Gwen. If we get another tie, then I'll do channel points. Yeah, there we go. How did you end up not voting for yourself? They have to fight for it, yeah, obviously. It is funny how Woo actually is a pretty Woo obviously gets shit on by a lot of the online community as a really dumb player. Why was he back for second chance and everything? But Woo was actually a really great character in Kageon. Do traders that you can have no winners? I mean, that's a route we could take. What is this clip? Yeah, I never did finish Flavor of Love Season 2. Dang it, I don't even know if Corey finished it. That's how I was watching it, and then... Ooh, Menace won. Happy Woo got a second chance. Seems like a nice guy, yeah. Corey and America were doing an episode a month? Well, fuck me. Whoever the fourth vote for Menace was, I hate you. Why, you're like really want to use your channel points? Where's the color? There we go. So Menace won, which don't know what this changes. Straight, I don't even know how we're handling the next draft, because again, I did want to do like some sort of preliminary thing. So it'll probably be for BB26, right? So yeah, I'll probably, I don't know. We'll probably do what, top, like if there's 16. Actually, how did we do last time? Was it like 5? Oh, we had 5 people in the formal draft and then chat. Well, we might just say, actually, I don't know, how'd that work? It wouldn't be great to do like 8 people with like 2 people each, right? That's kind of lame. I don't know. I don't care. I'm fucking sick of this result. I don't care enough to run another poll. Actually, I think I put the wrong color for silver, didn't I? Like, I'll update the leaderboard eventually. So this does mean that Menace moves up a spot above Julian. Gwen is in 9th place, and Sorkle stays the same. Want to thank Natalie Cole for leading you to victory, yeah. I mean, trivial. It was like Nyanka and Natalie Cole were like the 2 reasons why I was like, I kind of want Menace to win. All right. Yeah, so we'll I'll move on to Last of Us, so stream will cut out for like 30 seconds while I switch games. But again, I'll be back. So yeah, see you then.